Yeah. Finna get it. Watch me. Finna get it now. Finna get it, watch me run it down. Finna get it, never backing out. Finna get it, yeah, I'm up and I'm out. Used to know me when I nothing in my pockets. Now they see me and they talking, always watching. I remember when you said I wouldn't make it. Now you mad because I took it, didn't fake it. Pressing every day, yeah, I was patient. Putting all that work, no hesitation. Now I'm getting everything I'm chasing. Look at me now, yeah, I'm elevation. Finna get it now. Finna get it, watch me run it down. Finna get it, never backing out. Finna get it, yeah, I'm up and I'm out. See me pulling up, they switching how they acting. Back then, you weren't here when I was lacking. Now you want a piece of what I'm stacking. But I remember everything that happened. Keep it moving, ain't no time for all that talking. I've been running to the bag, I'm never walking. They've been sleeping, I've been up until the morning. Now I'm winning and there ain't no way I'm falling. Finna get it now. Finna get it, watch me run it down. Finna get it, never backing out. Finna get it, yeah, I'm up and I'm out. Yeah, they doubted me, they did it, now they proud of me.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome for the final round of the regular season of the InfinityGSeries 2026. It's now or never for most of the teams still battling for the top 6 or in contention for the top 12. And we have the two first races of this round 7 this evening. Good evening, everyone. I hope you're okay. And for this amazing evening of races for the IGS, I have the pleasure to be with Jomas and the comeback of Finlay. Good evening, guys. How are you? How are you guys?
All right. How's it going?
Well, what about you, Finlay? It's been a long time since you've been here.
Yeah. I finished my exams. I had my driving theory test today, which I passed. So it's been pretty good. I've had a recently, yeah, but I've been missing all this. I'm excited to be back, and you know what a time to resume my commentating. What an evening of action we have lined up for you tonight.
I know you still kept an eye on what happened during the previous rounds. You also did some previews video for presenting all the teams in the previous races. Thanks for all the job you did regarding this tonight. Group 3, Yas Marina, anything can happen. I see some interesting choice of cars for some teams. It's going to be very, very interesting. So Group 3, but some cars are banned for this evening. The Porsche, the last Porsche GT3R, the Audi R8 Evo, the Lamborghini Huracan, and the Citroën GT by Citroën are banned for this round. But other than that, it's free. The choice is free regarding the cars, but only one model per team, so we won't see two identical cars on track for a team. What can we expect? Maybe Finlay. I can show first the actual standings of the championship. That's it after 6 rounds. Some teams can still battle Finlay for the top 6, some other for the top 12. Anything can happen.
Yeah, it's really, really close. I mean, this is the final night of the regular season, so that this is Judgment Day or Judgment Days for a lot of the teams. But the boffins at Mach 25 have run the numbers. I'm not sure whether there's any statistical backing to this. Maybe Yomas with his stats degree can help with that. But from the numbers we've been given, Golden Rocket's berth at the moment, the final spot currently the Krakenstein, the teams on the outside looking in the Customs Owls, both of whom are rated at a 12% chance of qualifying over Krakensteins, and then a 1% chance for Elite Racing Squad, who have it all to do. They really do need a perfect weekend or perfect weekend to rely on other teams' downfalls. But it is insanely close. I mean, at the top, you can see there's only a 4-point gap heading into the playoffs for the championship. And we were doing some reading of the rules before we came on air, and we figured out that the points actually carry over from the regular season into the playoffs. So that 4-point gap is basically nothing. You'd basically be as well resetting all the points between 92 and Azteca because there's nothing in it at all. But looking at the berths, there's anything to go off for tonight. I'm going to see some big players for the Golden and Silver Rockets berths in action tonight, so there's a lot to look forward to.
Yeah, and like we said, there is no reset on points between the regular phase and the final phase of the championship. So even the leaders and the team maybe already qualified for being in the Golden Rockets division still needs points to be in a good position for lifting the trophy at the end of the championship. The first race of the evening with our 6 first team. This evening, Simfrim Esport P5 in the general standings with Alien Motorsports and Thunderlights Sim Racing. Alien Motorsports can still pretend to the top 6, but they have a 40 points gap to close with the top 6 if they want to be in this top 6, but they are in a good position for at least being in the silver division. Thunderlights Sim Racing 13 points behind the top 12, so a big results can be a very, very good thing for them. 92 Esport, the leaders on points, are tonight in the first race of the evening with Deluxe Team and Nexus 21st in the standings. Can't play anything from now, just the spot in the bronze division is already done for them. They can't catch the top 12 at least. So yeah, some teams playing at different levels, but most of them need a very, very solid result this evening.
They do. And about the cars which are banned, can you tell me again which one they are?
So Porsche 992 GT3R, Audi R8 Evo, Lamborghini Huracan GT3, and Citroën GT by Citroën.
Oh no.
What?
Oh no, someone's on track with the R8 Evo. Oh no.
Oh no.
No.
Somebody tell him.
Who is with the R8? Oh yeah, I see.
The livery is just the number plate as well, so
I don't know.
I don't know if it's just for a reference lap, but to me that's the Evo, and it is not a good car. It's not.
Yeah, it's in the band, or maybe there was a. I don't know. We'll see that anyway. We'll see that right after.
I really hope they're watching this stream.
I don't know. Second race.
I would say the Spanish one, to be fair.
Yeah,
But yeah.
Oh, okay.
Second
yeah.
race of the evening later with Customs GT, Avalon Motorsport, Control the Time, Team Monza Racing, Visceral Sports, and Avutarda Racing Team. Customs GT only 13 points behind the top 6. Avalon Motorsports in the top 12 already, but it's going to be too difficult to catch the top 6, so they have to secure their position in the silver division. Control the Time 20th in the standings, doesn't play anything right now. Same for Team Monza Racing, 17th in the standings. Visceral Sports 4th in the standings, almost certain to be in the Golden Rockets division, but they need points if they still want to be in a good position for the title. And Avutarda Racing Team, first to last in the standings with only 46 points. Same for the first lobby. Some teams need also a good result. Some others need to confirm their good form, especially for Visceral Esports, 4th in the standings for the second race. Two very exciting race this evening.
Absolutely, yeah, and I mean, you went over it really nicely there. But we have a lot of teams who are on the threshold or just inside the respective divisions, and that's really the benefit of the system we run here at the InfinityGSeries. It creates that intrigue through right to the final laps of the regular season. And for a team like Avalon, they're 11th place in the Silver Rockets. They're not going to go up to the gold, but they are under threat behind.
Yeah.
And with the way the point systems work, it's not out of the realms of possibility that they don't go down. It would take a lot, but it's not out of the realms of possibility. Meanwhile, you look at Visceral there, they're 4th in the championship, so it may be an uphill task for them. But there's only 16 points splitting the top 5 in the championship full stop. So that title race looks to be going down to the wire. And then the other team I've been keeping an eye on in the last few days or the last few weeks since I've been away, Team Monza Racing are one of the top seeded teams at the start of the season. They have had an abysmal season by their standards. They lost, I believe it was Giorgio Mangano and Marco Busnelli from their lineup. They're 2 World Series drivers, 2 of the best drivers in their country, in the world.
Yeah.
So it's already a weakened lineup from where they were, because they have no World Series drivers in their lineup this year compared to they had 2 last season. But still, to be 17th and pretty much consigned to a Bronze Rocket berth is nowhere near what they would have wanted. It's been a really disappointing season for them, and they can only hope that they can be challenging for the Bronze Rockets title come the end of the season.
Yeah, I'm just checking on Mac 25 Gaming if just checking at the regulations if the R8 is banned or not in the, because I took the French. No, it's also banned in the English.
It's the Evo 19, right?
I don't know. It's only mentioned the R8 Evo, so I don't know if it's the old one. I don't remember the name of the old one.
Let me check. I'll check that right now. Audi.
Because
the Evo 19. The Evo 19 is the only Evo.
Yeah,
it's the LMS 15.
Yeah, it's LMS 15. Yeah.
So it's
not
the recent one. Yeah, banned.
Yep, it is the banned one. I'm seeing a bold choice in all of that. I'm loving it.
Oh my goodness! I've just seen it. I've seen 2. I've seen 2 mad choices.
And this one.
Yes. What on earth?
I'm not surprised about this one. I am not surprised at all.
Really?
We will show you.
It's always been a good car. It's always been a good car. It's just never been super. It's been super good once, but it's never been really bad. And today it's quite good.
So yes, yeah. We'll see that. We'll show the car's selection in a few.
Yeah, we
few
can
minutes.
see it, and not you.
Exactly. Almost everyone is in the lobby already. There is only one driver missing, I think, in the lobby. Other than that, everyone is there. So just a quick look at the waiting and the stopping zone for the qualifying session. The waiting zone before last corner on the left part on the track on the runoff area. And for the stopping zone after the quali lap is on the runoff area exit of turn 1 for the waiting, and the stopping zone for the qualifying session. Same system than the previous rounds, only 1 lap, teams called 1 by 1. I can already give you the team order for the first qualifying session of the evening. I got it 2 minutes ago and I close the window. Good job, Woob. First qualifying order: Nexus, Thunderlights, Deluxe, and then Alien Motorsport, Sim3 Sport, and 92 Esports will be called in this order for the first qualifying session of the evening. What did I miss? Maybe do you want to present more in details, Finlay, our first team of the evening, or I have the video ready, so if you want, I can play.
I have the spreadsheet ready to go with the standings.
Perfect.
He's working more than I do.
Yeah. Okay, let me just play the presentation video. Yes, with our first 6 team of the evening and some big names and some teams who need a very solid result this evening.
Absolutely. Sim3 and Esports are first up. Now, they're 5th in the drivers in the team championship on 202 points, but they're still only 16 points off of the championship lead, so it's not beyond the rounds of play that they lead the championship come the end of the week. That's how tight the championship battle is. Valerio Gallo's in action tonight, and he has gone for an odd car. I'm going to say that. We'll get to that in a moment. So it'll be interesting to see how that lines up. It's certainly an outlier compared to what we see. So it'll be interesting to see how they go tonight. And the other free car is Albathor of France as well. So I think he's making his first appearance of the season. Alien Motorsport are next up, Mehdi Hafidi's team, but I'm not seeing him there this evening, so that will be interesting to see how that lineup goes. Typically a team that, many in the background thought they may be a bit reliant on Mehdi, but obviously Mehdi's been very impressive getting back into the Gran Turismo World Series this season and the Manufacturers' Cup after a year away under the Volkswagen guys rather than the Nissan guys. In terms of Alien's championship hopes, they currently sit 10th in the championship on 138 points. So they're very much in that position where they're probably not going to get into the Golden Rockets. They're probably safe from the Bronze Rockets. They're in a bit of a no man's land where their main goal tonight will just be pick up some points in order to push for the Silver Rockets championship down the line, because their spot there looks all but safe. Thunderlight Sim Racing, a team I had highlighted as one of the dark horses heading into the start of the season. They are 15th in the championship, so in a Bronze Rocket spot, but they're only on 107 points, which puts them 13 points back from the Silver Rockets. So again, a good race for them tonight. Could elevate them into that top 12 spot and give them Silver Rockets playoff action. They have been impressive at points this season. They've been very inconsistent, though. Penalties have harmed them a lot. And whilst they have had some good races, I look back to Lego Maggiore specifically. I think there were 3-4 in that race. So the potential is there. They just need to realise it tonight, and they're go into the Silver Rockets come the end of the night, as I say. 92 Esports have been exemplary from start to finish. They're your championship leaders. They did have one poor race at the Red Bull Ring, only picking up 20 points. Otherwise, in fact, 4 of the 6 races we've run this season, they've picked up 40 or more points. So really impressive driving from them. They've one of the best lineups in the grid. Sam Moreno's in action tonight, and I think anyone that watched the Nations Cup in the World Series last week will see just how impressive this young man is. I mean, he would have gone for the win probably. I think he would have won the race had he not made that one mistake. He's very, very quick, and he has the potential to go far tonight. They currently hold a 4-point lead over Azteca Racing Motorsport. Deluxe Esports team are next in line. They are 14th in the championship, so again, alongside Thunder, right in that spot, right in that fight for a Silver Rocket spot, but they are on the outside. Looking at the lineup for this evening, Amclo and Toto Coco, both drivers we've seen quite frequently this season, and running 2 cars we kind of expected to see tonight as well. So they've gone for a rather cut and dry lineup. It'll be interesting to see how they fare through the evening. And then the final team we have in this first race of the night is Nexus, 21st in the championship. It's been a bit of a disappointing debut season for them. We didn't really expect much from them, but they have underperformed maybe slightly. They'll be racing purely for pride this evening. There's no playoff permutations for them. They are in Bronze Rockets, but there's some good points for them tonight to put them in a good position heading into playoffs. And that is your very rough guide to the 6 teams racing tonight.
Thank you very much, Finlay. And I think it's time for us to go. Maybe this will be better just to go on a track to take a look at our contenders for the first race of the evening, and some names we've seen last week, Jomas, especially for 92 Esport, also for Sim3 Esport. Jomas, we've seen last week Sim3 Esport maybe doing a mistake regarding the strategy. I am pretty sure this week it won't be the same.
I hope so, because that was a blunder. That was an absolute blunder. They had a 1-2 easily. They had like the pace, the drivers and everything. But the strategy wasn't there, and apparently we have to blame Conte Sky. Or at least he was in the chat, so I'm gonna blame Conte Sky. So I hope you're doing well, mate.
Good job.
You still made a masterclass in the Milan World Tour, but yeah, this wasn't. This strategy wasn't.
B-Racer, not in a Honda. What a surprise. It's another Japanese car for B-Racer. It's the Suzuki VGT. I'm quite surprised to see this car, to be honest, this evening.
Me too.
Yeah, I really don't know how it feels regarding the others with the actual BOP, and his teammate Albator will be in the Ferrari. Is it the...
It's a new one, I think.
It's not the new one. I think it's the 458. Is it the
No,
458?
it's the
458.
It's the
Yeah,
458.
Yeah, it's the oldie goldie.
Okay,
It
why
is.
not? Why not? For 92 Esports, we have Samuel Moreno and Hypers. We've seen also last week with an amazing battle with the Vanquish Esport drivers. If I remember correctly, Jonas, I think it was the Vanquish.
Yeah, until Vanquish did a strike.
Yeah, exactly. They killed themselves.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Insert we sound here.
Exactly. With Hypers, what car for Hypers? Hypers also with the old Ferrari. That's
Yes,
interesting.
it's not so bad. Like it has lots of mechanical grip. Maybe it's a bit more down compared to what it used to because it's the oldest car of Ferrari now, but I think still relevant somehow.
Yeah, and Samuel Moreno in the Mazda RX Vision GT3 car for the Spanish driver for Deluxe Esport. Another Mazda with Toto Coco and his teammate. Where is his teammate? Amclou. Also with the old Ferrari. Okay. Regarding Thunderlight Sim Racing, the old 911 RSR for Alvaro and his teammate Navarrito with the 458. Also the old Ferrari choose by...
Old cars only.
Yeah, old cars only.
Guys, we're not on GT Sport.
And we have for Alien Motorsport the recent 296 GT3 car with a Magic on track, but his teammate is not in the...
He's not here.
He's not.
He's not here anymore. He was
Yeah.
the driver. It was Danny Sia driving with the R8, the R8
And
LMS Evo, but
That
banned
was
for
soon
this round.
after I sent a message in the broadcast stuff. So I wonder if Race Control actually sent a message.
Maybe.
I wonder.
maybe.
I'm not too sure.
And for the Nexus, we have a Peugeot RCZ Group 3, okay,
Yes,
with MSSV,
the good one.
the good one, and another 458 with a Kachovitek for the second Nexus driver. Maybe it's the most exotic choice of this first race, the Peugeot, but what can we say about this car, Jonas?
But the Peugeot, it's great. It doesn't have any top speed, but I think since what now? The last big BOP change where the Group 3 cars are basically Group 4 horsepower. They never need 6th gear basically now. So that was the biggest issue with the RCZ or RCZ, depending of where you come from. I think it's Z in here. RCZ.
La Peugeot RCZ. Very
But
French,
basically, now that you basically don't need the 6th gear, it still remains one very good handling car with good traction, good mechanical grip, good downforce. I think its downside is when it shifts gear, the turbo takes some time to get up again. It has a bit of turbo lag, but when you know about it and when you're considering your gearing and how to use your car around, I think it's a solid choice. Or maybe I'm fully wrong and it's very bad now. It's just for fun. I don't know. But to me, it's a good choice.
And just Save in the chat saying the 296 is banned. No, it's not. If I'm checking, only the Porsche 992 GT3R, Audi R8 Evo, so the recent one, Lamborghini Huracan GT3, and Citroën GT by Citroën, the four car banned for this round. So no worries. The recent Ferrari is allowed, but it's the old one we've seen. We will see this evening for most of the Ferrari cars. We have only one 296 on track with the Alien Motorsport driver Magic, and Danny is back on track with the other Ferrari. Two Ferrari, but two different models for the Alien Motorsport. That's quite something to see.
The Machina!
Yeah, Grande
That's
Machina.
all I have to say.
Grande old Machina, but still Grande Machina. Yeah, quite surprised to see the old Ferrari chosen by the drivers instead of the recent one. But yeah, we'll see that anyway. Qualifying session is about to start, I think, in less than 2 minutes. Now everyone is on track.
We have less than 2 minutes. I did want to ask a question to Jonas, because obviously cars and BOP. I saw a really interesting video yesterday. I think it was Tidney talking about Subaru and having two vastly different Group 3 cars in the Manufacturers' Cup in the BRZ and WRX. Do you know of any reason why these teams, most of them, might be picking the old Ferrari compared to the new one? Are they similar? Are they different in any way?
Absolutely different in the way they drive. One is, I would say, quite slippery. The 296 is quite slippery. At least more than the 458. The 458 is really a monster of mechanical grip. At some point it was dominating with races and all of that. And on this track, there's a lot of stop and go corners. There's hairpins like after the first sector, then there's the end of the first sector with the chicane, then there's the whole final sector, which is basically medium to low speed corner, so you really rely on mechanical grip, and it does have a lot compared, well, at least more than the recent one, where it's more downforce happy, I would say. So on a track like this, where you need downforce, obviously, but maybe not as much as we think of, the 458, I think, is a better choice.
Okay, interesting.
And then if there's the fuel that comes into play, and maybe there is, the 458 is absolutely great to save fuel on, because the range of power is, the peak is not like, I don't know if you see me or not on stream, but basically it's not like the sharp end of it. It's quite broad like this, so you have more RPMs where you're near max power, and that means you can short shift and still have decent power and save a lot of fuel. So if fuel is a matter in this race, I think that's also something in the advantage of the 458, which compared to the RCZ, which at some point it was kind of comparable. The RCZ, you really need to get high in the RPMs, at the tail end of the RPMs, and you just burn fuel and burn fuel and burn fuel to get fast. And if you short shift, it's just so slow in the straight lines. It's not even funny. So I think that's if there's the fuel economy in the race, that's another parameter they took into account, and why these Ferraris, I'd say, quite popular tonight. So yeah.
Okay. And there is also this Suzuki VGT for B-Racer. No,
don't ask me.
Yeah, I really don't know. I think, we'll see that. I think there is a reason if racers select this car, to be honest. But
he's trolling. I'm telling you, he's trolling.
I hope he's not trolling.
Well, I'm telling you, I raced this car once in the manufacturer's exhibition season. Season, I finished P3 in one race at Spa-Francorchamps. That's all I can say about it. I can't remember anything.
Okay.
But it's a car.
But it's quite
weird. It doesn't have a roof.
Yeah, and it's quite weird to see B-Racer not in a Honda car while he's driving a Japanese car, so...
True.
But
Suzuki Manufacturers' Cup charge when?
Yeah. I don't
Never.
know. I don't think. He had a really nice Honda shirt during the GTWS in Milan. I really liked it.
That reminds me, it was kind of a Pro-Am race, a Pro-Am manufacturer's race. It's just kind of weird. I don't remember where it was. I think it was Tokyo, 2019, or maybe earlier. But basically in 2019, they did a Pro-Am race with manufacturers, and they wanted to have Suzuki, but they didn't have any Suzuki car. So they've redone the MotoGP livery on the Lexus.
Oh, please.
I'm not even kidding.
Oh, please. we didn't talk about the fuel consumption rate and tire wear rate for this race. So it's 5 times for both fuel and tire wear rates. 15 laps of racing. Regarding the tires allowed, all tires are allowed with no mandatory compounds for the race. So we will see one stop, I think, during this way. So maybe soft, or maybe a very, very offensive stint on the soft, and then a long stint on mediums. But I think all of that will depend of what happened on track and all the circumstances that will happen during the race, and especially during the start. And I think qualifying session is about to start in a few seconds now, with our 6th first team of the evening. Just giving you again the order for the qualifying session. First team to be called will be Nexus, then Thunderlight Sim Racing, then Deluxe Esport, and the last 3 teams called in this qualifying session: Alien Motorsport, Sim Free Esports, and 92 Esports. Leaders in the standings will be called in last in this qualifying session. I think we are all good. Let's switch to the main scene. I hope everything is okay regarding the broadcast. Don't hesitate to tell us in the chat if there is any issue regarding the
I
sound
think there's
of
one
the game.
issue. There's 3 goofballs in the comms.
Oh, look! Oh, the interior of the Suzuki. Okay, it's quite something.
I hate it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I was so when I saw Suzuki Group 3, I was like, oh, cool. Like, considering the concept car, it may be a very cool looking car, and they've made it roofless.
Yeah,
It's
wait,
terrible.
There is another one. It's the Volkswagen VGT.
Yeah, it's the same issue. It's just why, like, Group 3 is GT3. I think in the regulations of the GT3, you need to have a roof.
I think it's well documented my dislike for the VGT game. As an unbiased commentator, I can't say anything. But I'd be very, very blessed if Valerio can get this high up tonight. However, we all know Valerio is one of the best drivers in the world. In any car, in any machine. We've seen it in the Nations Cup. Yes, he always drives for Honda and the manufacturers, but he's so quick and absolutely... Did you see the Nations Cup sprint race last week? Like, that's just testament enough to how quick these drivers are in any kind of machine. So it'll be very interesting to see how the Suzuki goes, and who knows, if he does well tonight, could we see some drivers tomorrow in the Suzuki?
Most likely. Like, I'd say everyone's watching the what's happening tonight for tomorrow. And considering last week, where Simfree had a strategy blunder, no one else even dared try the soft. So I think they're watching, and it will be a mistake not to.
And we also have to keep an eye on the Peugeot as well, with MS.
Oh, of course you do. 2 French guys in the commentary box, of course.
Yes.
Where's the Jaguar?
What?
I don't know. It's retired ever since I stopped playing it for Manufacturer Series.
Oh yeah.
I was one of the Jag boys.
Oh, you know, Adam Tapai did a much better job in that car than you ever did.
I think, like, when I was in the car, it's the only time it qualified in the top 6.
Yeah, I know. I'm winding you up.
Okay, almost everyone is in the waiting zone, and our first team to be called will be Nexus with the Peugeot RCZ4 MSSV and his teammate Amclou in the Ferrari. And first team to be called, and be careful to not miss the pit entry. It can be also very sketchy during the race. It's very, very tricky to enter into this pit lane. We can see maybe some drama in this pit entry.
I'm not too sure, but I think in the race we've hosted in January, It was in Formula 1 cars, so it's kind of quite different. I think someone entered too fast in the pit lane and just slammed into the pit wall.
Yeah, and got reset, I think.
Yeah, so it is definitely something to be worried about, because you're so used in Gran Turismo. So since Gran Turismo 7, and I would say maybe most Gran Turismos, but since GT Sport even, you have the cutscene and everything. So you can just come into the pits flat out at 300 kph. You don't need to think about anything. But some pit entry, I'm thinking of Autopolis, I'm thinking of Yas Marina, for example. Or Bathurst, you need to brake and do some corners, and you can make a mistake because you're going in two-headed. You're on dead tires, you're not on the line, so you have less grip. So yeah, you need to be very, very, very careful about this, because it is a trap you can fall into quite easily if you're not careful.
Absolutely, and I'm sometimes grateful for the fact that auto drive is a thing in Gran Turismo and pit entry and pit X. Yas Marina pit X is certainly one of the times I'm grateful for auto, because it's an absolute nightmare whenever you see it in any other series. With such a long exit, go under the bridge and back up onto the track the way you came. It would be an absolute nightmare to drive properly, and I can guarantee there'd be daily race shenanigans left, right and centre if they had to take off the auto drive there.
Do it.
Please.
Well, I wish we had the options. Like, we have some time to kill, so I'm gonna yap around and be the back old stories, whatever.
Yeah, do it while I'm checking the sound of the broadcast.
Okay, cool. Baguette, and check. basically, what I like. Well, I'd like to have the choice of either the cutscene, which looks fancy and everything, but it kind of, lacks a bit of the realism, or the actual you enter into the pits. I would even say having penalty if you enter the pits too fast. Like if it's 80 kph, you need to enter at 80 kph. But I think that you'd need also a ghosting system in the pit entry, so you don't have someone bumping you. So it's more complicated, but I think it would be nice to have the option. Will it happen? I don't think so. Let's be fair. Let's wait the next update. It seems to be at least decent. At least the cars are going to be great. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're both gonna be working at the 24 hours of Le Mans, and we're gonna have the cars we're gonna see all week long. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Okay, lap has started.
You'll have pictures.
Yeah, we'll send you pictures anyway. MSSV and Kachowicek for Nexus already in the end of Sector 2 for the two Nexus drivers, with the Peugeot ahead of the Nissan. Alvaro for Thunderlights with a tiny gap, with quite a big gap with his teammate Navarrito in the Ferrari, and for Deluxe, Amclou and Toto Coco also separated by a few seconds. Amclou leading with the Ferrari, and we are finishing the quali-lap for both Nexus drivers.
So far, Alvaro is fastest.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much, but I think it's about 3 to 4 tenths to the other drivers right now.
This is so inefficient.
Yeah.
Nexus cars going side by side on the exit. They eventually get it done. But a ballsy move to put the Peugeot out in front, I'd say. I'm not sure that's maybe what they were looking for.
No, that was not very effective.
Ooh, Amclou 8 tenths purple.
Okay.
And Toto 6 tenths purple.
Okay, Alvaro.
Oh, very wide from Alvaro. But up to the line.
Yeah. Regarding the track limits, we used the, if we can say that, track limit, but I'm not sure they really exist in this track. But we use the in-game track limits.
So, the American track limits.
Exactly, the NASCAR track limits of Yas Marina.
It is wall-to-wall, and whatever is in between, it's good to go.
But yeah, it's been decided for the staff to allow all those, to use all
Oh my god. Okay, yeah.
Wow.
It was really
Yeah, it's
wall-to-wall.
super wide, but
Oh
yeah,
boy.
be careful of any drama. And Toto with the fastest lap with his Mazda 153.3, his teammate 1/10 behind in 153.4, behind the two TLS drivers Alvaro and Navarrito P3, P4, Kachovetek and MSSV P5 and P6. And Alien Motorsport drivers already called are in the pit lane. Simfree Sport should be called in a few seconds now. And final team to be called in this qualifying session will be Nexus 92 Esports, sorry. Not Nexus, 92 Esports. Last team to be called with Samuel Moreno and Hypers.
Yeah, and I'm intrigued because this sort of, state of mind on this track, with the track limits or lack thereof, of trying to use all the track and then some. Looking at the final corner, not just the fact that the two Nexus cars were going side by side through the final corner, which is not what you want at all. But also, I don't think they caught onto this at all because neither of them went wide at the exit of the final turn, and they all lost a chunk. I think they were already behind compared to the other two teams, Darks and Thunderlights, that we've seen so far. They all lost a chunk of time through that because obviously you could really be laborious with the amount of track you use on the exit of that final corner, and I think they've missed out there. They've missed a trick there.
Oh, definitely. And that's at least 5 or 6 tenths because you can go so wide and you can carry so much more speed in the final corner without any penalties or whatsoever or anything, or even dirty tires, because as you go so wide, that means you have dirty tires. But as it's basically the last corner, you don't even care. You're going to park right after. And that's maybe why the 458 was also so popular, something I failed to compute in my brain, because track limits for me are just white lines or curbs. As you go off basically the racetrack, there's less grip. But as it has a lot of mechanical grip, well, it's still going to be fine.
Ah, I see, yeah.
Or unless I'm saying some BS, but I think I'm onto something.
Yeah. We have the two Alien Motorsport drivers very close each other. It's not the same for the Simfrim drivers, with B-Racer far ahead of his teammate Albator for this evening, and Moreno and Hypers.
So the Scuderia Ferrari is starting their quali.
Well, the B-Racer, Moreno. Yeah, okay, I just was looking for them in the rankings.
Interesting. Danny and Magic having two different lines in turn 1, like completely opposite.
I suppose that's just personal preference throughout more than anything.
I wonder if it's also the car, because there's a little curb, a sausage inside the first corner. So I wonder if it's to not unsettle the 296 when the 458 don't care.
Because the back end gets out a lot with a 296 compared to the you were mentioning.
It's very bad on the turbo. I don't know. It's a bit tail happy, I would say.
Okay, everyone are in their quali lap. Oh, and B-Racer with the penalty already. Turn 1 penalty for B-Racer.
Not the Suzuki.
Yeah, not a good news at all for Valerio Gallo. Danny Cia ahead of his teammate, finishing sector 2. Is it purple for the Alien drivers?
We almost lost it on outside the track at the exit of the hairpin.
I don't see
B-Racer.
I don't see any purple in while crossing sector 2. Albator all alone now, finishing sector 2.
How has Gallo managed to get a penalty for track limits? I don't know.
Turn 1. Yeah.
That is my question.
Albator 2/10 quicker, purple sector for Albator sector 2. B-Racer to serve his penalty in the long back straight. Right there. Is it still at least purple while...
No.
No, it's not.
I think...
There's going to be...
Hey, only P3. Hey, P3 and P5 for Danny and Magic. Toto Coco still provisionally on pole. Albator now. He was in purple sector 2 with 2/10 of...
Piercer's going to be P4.
P4, you think? Even with the slow zone penalty?
Yeah, he was purple by 2/10 on turn 1.
And it's... Oh, what a lap. What a lap for Albator. 152.8. Easily on pole, actually, but 3 more drivers to cross the line. B-Racer is the first one. Oh, very wide, sliding a little. And it's P4.
No.
P4,
Yeah.
and now Moreno.
But 2 other cars come.
Oh, Moreno, what a lap. Oh, what a lap. And his teammate on second position. Lock up of the first row for 92 Esports. Samuel Moreno on pole ahead of his teammate Hypers. Albator third on the grid. Toto Coco with a very, very solid lap time. P4 on the grid for the Deluxe driver. It's a very, very good result for him, and they need a good result if they still want to be in the top 12 and to reach the silver division. A part of the job is already done, but they need to finish in a very good position while crossing the finish line and taking the checkered flag. Behind them, Amclu P5, a very, very solid result for Deluxe. B-Racer P6, only I would say on the grid. Danny CR P7, Alvaro P8 for Thunderlight, Magic P9 on the grid, Navarrito P10, Kachovitek and MSSV for Nexus last on the grid. A very good qualifying session for Thunderlight, but not as good as expected, I think, for Alien Motorsport.
I'm just in awe of those 92 times. What? Albator's the 92 driver on the track. He's 6/10 off pole, for crying out loud. Unbelievable. What a lap. I mean, anyone who tuned into the Gran Turismo World Series World Tour event in Milan last week will have seen, if we didn't know already, how quick Sam Moreno is. He had one incident during the Nations. To qualify for the Nations Cup with current criteria at the moment anyway is a fantastic achievement, because it's very much an exclusive competition these days. But what an effort from him there. I mean, he probably would have been going for the race win in the last week had he not made that one mistake. And then we know Hypers as well, former world champion in the Manufacturers' Cup with Nissan a couple of years back, the same team that Mehdi Hafidi won the world title with, if I remember correctly. And they're both blitzing well ahead. It's a fantastic effort from both the drivers.
And while Mew Mew in the chat saying, seeing SFE and 92 using the 458 wasn't on my bingo card. Yeah, some very interesting choices. Sadly, the Peugeot will start last on the grid.
It has a good standing start.
Yeah, before
Maybe.
we see the Peugeot P4 exit of turn 1.
No, it's not. It's not that crazy. But
Is it still the Chevrolet with the best standing start in the Group 3 category? for a moment, it was the Chevrolet. No, I know that the car is trash now, but...
No, it always has been the 458.
458?
Yeah, it was that. Okay, I can't speak. It always was the 458, even
Really?
compared to the Chevrolet back then. Yeah. I'm pretty sure about this. And I need water.
Yeah, okay.
I remember if we went back to the amount panel early on in the season when we were Group 4, the standing start proved so crucial, because was it the Megans that were really slow off the line and they just got like sort of swamped up by the Vantages, I think, was the general consensus or trend across the
By
board.
everything.
Yeah.
Honestly, by everything.
Yeah. Okay, quick resume of the qualifying session. First row of the grid with our two 92 Esport drivers, Samuel Moreno on pole ahead of his teammate Hypers. Second row of the grid with Albator P3 and Toto Coco for Deluxe Sim Racing P4. Row number 3 with Amclu P5 ahead of Valerio Gallo B-Racer, only 6th on the grid, Danny CR P7 and Alvaro on the 4th row of the grid. And at the back of this grid, Magic and Navarrito in 9th and 10th position, and last row with Kachovitek and MSSV for the Nexus team. That's it for our standing. I don't remember if it's it's a grid start. So yeah, no rolling start for this race. It will be interesting to see the start of the 458. Also for the RX Vision GT3 concept cars with Toto Coco and Moreno in 1st and 4th position on the grid. I have absolutely no idea how is the start of the Suzuki 4B Racer.
I think it can be all right. Especially it has 7 gears.
Yeah.
It's the only car on the track right now with 7 gears. I think it does have a decent standing start. but to be fair, I'm not too sure. Like, what's the power today?
And
about this car?
regarding the 911 RSR, the standing start is bad, no?
Oh, okay. So that's something interesting about the Suzuki. It's such a bad chassis. It's the lightest and the most powerful car.
Okay. Okay.
By quite some margin if you look at it. Like it is about 20
Oh, yeah,
more
right.
bhp. Oh no, the RCZ. What? Since when it does have that much power?
484 bhp. Okay.
Goodness.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah,
Interesting.
it's a lightweight car.
Okay.
So maybe by the end of the race it's gonna wake up. But again, maybes.
Okay, the race is about to start. Regarding tire strategy, there are no tire mandatory, so we will see. I think most of the cars starting with soft tires. I think all of the cars will start with soft tires. 5 times for the fuel consumption rate, 5 times for the tire wear rate, 15 laps of racing starting in a few seconds. Moreno and his teammate Hypers are on the first row of the grid. Be careful behind. We have plenty of 458 with a very good standing start, and in the middle of this, B-Racer with the Suzuki is the Factor X of this start, and behind we have also to keep an eye of the 2 Alien Motorsport drivers. Danny CR, only P7 on the grid. His teammate Magic P9, and maybe why not having a comeback of the Thunderlights drivers with Alvaro and Navarrito P8 and P10 on the grid, and to keep an eye also on the exotic choice of MSSV with the RCZ and Kachovitek ahead of him in 11th position on the grid. And we are about to start this race. Thank you everyone for joining the broadcast. I hope everything is okay. Don't hesitate to tell us if there is any issue regarding the sound of the broadcast or the quality of the broadcast. And we are about to race, guys. Just taking a look at the tires. Oh, some cars on mediums. Toto Coco Amclou on mediums. Alvaro also on mediums. Navarrito on mediums. Kachovitek MSSV on mediums. That's quite interesting to see some. I was almost certain everyone was about to start on soft, but it's not the case. And we are racing. Good start for both 92 eSport drivers. Albator in the middle of the 292 cars. Be careful on the exit. Oh, Moreno sliding a bit on the outside. Albator on the outside, inside. Turn 2, but in the end, Samuel Moreno managed to stay ahead. Good start also for B-Racer. 1 position gain, already battling with Amclou, for the 4th position.
Amclou looking up the inside of B-Racer, heading down to opportunity on it, and it is quite a long track to go around as Racer cuts that back down the inside to try and defend from Amclou. The high speed of the Ferrari down the back straight really helping out here as B-Racer desperately trying to defend from the Spanish driver. Look at the Suzuki pull away so much quicker here, and he might have a look at a teammate down here, the no sensible player, don't want teammates colliding. We saw that earlier in the season with the 2 alien cars at Bathurst, as it's all chaos as we head down to the 2nd chicane, and then down the back straight once again for probably the 2nd main overtaking opportunity on this lap, that one sweeping left-hander before the infield section to close out.
Yeah, and it's also battling at the back of the midfield. 4 cars battling for not being last with a driver with a penalty. Alvaro with 1 second of penalty. Good start for both Nexus drivers already in P9 and P10. Also a good start for Deluxe. Yeah, just.
Oh, it was a penalty further back. Further back. 1 second penalty.
For Alvaro, yeah.
It's been a nightmare start for the Thunderlights driver. He's down at the back and he has a 2nd penalty. Penalty like this circuit being. So he's going to have to get moves done now as he looks up the inside of the RCZ with MSSV in the Nexus. That turns into the outside for the final 2 corners on this lap. But he's got the move done already, but he will likely lose that position once we head down to the penalty line down the back straight to start lap 2.
End of lap 1. Moreno ahead of his teammate Hypers for 92 Esport. B-Racer managed to gain 2 positions in this first lap. He's now just behind his teammate Albator in 3rd and 4th position. Amclou trying to keep in the pace of the SFE drivers. And for the 6th position, Danisier trying to attack Toto Coco.
Moving up the inside now, Alien and cars battling it out for position into the top half here. Alien car of Danny has the inside line. Toto Coco in the Mazda, that rotary engine singing down the back straight. They're going to go 2 cars. Danny does have the advantage of the inside, but it is a long straight, and Toto Coco really pulling along nicely here, and he may have the look around the outside of the Alien driver. Side by side they go into the chicane. The outside becomes the inside, and the Deluxe driver should get the move done. Danny looking for the switchback. There's a slide from the Ferrari down the back straight as we head towards the sweeping left-hander to end the lap here. They're still side by side between the pair. Fantastic racing.
Yeah, close battling, but very, very interesting battle. And Danisia on the inside there, beginning of sector 3, and he took the position. He is now in 6th position. Toto Coco drop to P7, and there is Navarrito just behind now with the Ferrari. And meanwhile at the front, no major changes with Moreno. Oh, maybe creating a gap with his teammate, and Hypers maybe will have to watch behind him with Albator and B-Racer very close of the Argentinian driver at the end.
The view of Moreno going so wide, it's wild.
Yeah. What is track limits?
Yes.
Don't ask Valerio.
Yeah, I mean, Valerio is coming back slowly but surely.
Look at
I think, yeah, fuel-wise, it's good as well. I'm gonna keep an eye on.
And we had some drivers in mediums behind them. Amclou is on mediums, Danisier is on soft. The 2 Deluxe drivers are on mediums. Same for Navarrito and Alvaro. The 2 TLS drivers are also on mediums. And I think it's the same for the Nexus. So basically we have 6 cars on mediums, 6 cars on soft at the start. 92 SFE and Aliens are on soft. The rest of the grid are starting on mediums. So yeah, maybe expected a longer stint for the mediums cars, and maybe a very aggressive and offensive smaller stint, but second stint on soft, I think. But the 4 leading cars on soft have a gap, a very solid gap with the Amclou 3 seconds behind. And I think B-Racer is about to overtake his teammate in a few seconds, because Albator is losing times on Hypers.
And the Suzuki is so much better in the straight line. It's not even funny.
But the tire wear is not good.
I mean, it's an FR car.
Yeah.
It's an FR car, so it's gonna be more on the front and less on the rear.
Yeah, true.
Compared to the 458 has one of the worst tire wear ever in Group 3. At least it was for a long time the case. But if you can manage to balance the front and rear tire wear with the brake bias, at least that's what I was doing when I used Ferrari in 2019 for fun. Thanks, Alex, for rolling the dice. And yeah, if you manage to balance the tire wear, you're going to be fine. But if you don't, it's going to be a nightmare. And so far, Albator is doing a very good job at it.
Yeah.
How much does he catch? 6/10.
And I also keep an eye behind, because Danisia with his soft tires can claim the 5th position of this race, with Amclou just ahead of him with the medium compound.
So B-Racer catches 3/10 on Albator in the straight line. I'm gonna check quickly the parameters of slipstream, which are set on real and not on weak, as we've seen in the past races.
Yeah.
So this is actually a genuine 3/10 in the straight line. Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe a battle for P10?
P10, okay, let's go back on P10. Yeah, Alvaro battling with Castro for being in this top 10. It's sadly MSSV last with the Peugeot actually, and the two Spanish drivers. We have Magic. Oh, Magic maybe. Oh, I thought for a second Magic did a mistake because no, Alvaro and Cacho are only 6/10, 7/10 behind the modern Ferrari Group 3, the only modern Ferrari GT3 car on track actually.
Yeah, I think Alvaro might have just made them out of the chicane and down the back straight, because if you remember at the start of the race, he had that penalty, so he'll be well behind. And when he came across the penalty line, it was midway through lap 2, down the back straight after the hairpin turn. So I think that's him getting the move done, and yeah, he's already made about a 0.6 of a second gap on the Nexus car behind him, and he now has his sights firmly set in front of him, and the 296 Ferrari of Magic and the Alien team, who are not having their best race at the moment, I think it's fair to say, and certainly there'll be other teams behind breathing down their neck looking at this, thinking there's an opportunity to maybe push into the bronze Rockets positions later on, because I mean, you look at the gap between Alien are 138 and Annexion in the final bronze rocket spot are 117. If Annexion have an incredible race, or my team do, because we've seen some really good stuff from my team recently in fits and starts, if one of these two teams have a great race, it's not beyond the realms of possibility that gap gets moved because of the point system and the amount of points possible to be gained on during a race with the aggregate time system we use as well. So there is definitely a chance. There's a penalty P2 for Hypers in the 92 car. He has a half-second penalty, so he'll serve that at the start, midway through lap 6, and that could put him into the clutches of the two Freem cars behind. Only a 1.5 second gap there.
Yeah, this penalty will help Albator and B-Racer to catch back the Argentinian and world champions. It was in 2020. It was with Nissan in 2023 with Mehdi Affili, and I forgot the third. It was
Kokubun, I think.
Kokubun, Ryota Kokubun, right? You're right. But
who defected from Nissan to actually get a chance to win.
But Hypers will have to serve his penalty. Meanwhile, his teammate Moreno is all alone, 2.5 seconds ahead of his teammate. He is in a very, very good position to win this race, and now he can. He has the pace, and he can do whatever he wants to do the best total time for him and for his team.
I still remember the first time I met Moreno. I mean, the only time I met Moreno in real life. It was at the same World Finals, 2023 Barcelona. And he went... So he couldn't participate yet. He had the speed. And there were time trial from Michelin there at the time. When they were official partners, and I remember he was going there for fun, but he was topping the best times, topping some world finalists and all of that. It's just I've seen him behind the wheel. He's like, this guy is gonna be an issue in a few years when he's gonna be of age. You're so bad because he was already super quick, and he was what 16, 15 at the time.
Something like that.
So it was just a matter of time to see him in the World Finals, and he's gonna be this year. So
I commentated on him in the first commentary gig with the Pure Racing League guys. He is just alien. It's ridiculous. Especially a lot of the that aren't coming back. Jack Balding just turned 18, made his World Series debut. That AMG car should have been nowhere near P3. What an effort from him as well in the Manufacturers' Cup. And then one of our own as well, should give a mention to Max Kroll, also on his debut in the World Series, as Hypers pulls into the pit lane. First pit stop of the day, and he's joined by his teammate.
Yeah, the 293 Sport drivers in the pit lane, end of lap 7, which means the two Sim3B Sport drivers are now leading the race, while Danisier managed to overtake Amclou, also in the previous lap, to now being now in third position after the pit stop of the 293 Sport drivers. Everyone gaining 2 positions from now with this pit stop. No other team came into the pit lane at the end of this lap. Number 6, start of lap 7. Sorry.
Interestingly, they refueled fully. for this stint, and they've put mediums on. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be flat out and no fuel saving at all.
Exactly, yeah. Long stint coming on mediums for 93 sport drivers. Long stint. We've reached almost half of the race, so it's quite... I wasn't expected, to be honest, to see some medium tires for tonight.
They were managing them a lot, and they want on the second stint to make the undercut.
Yeah.
And to use all the fuel, one fuel tank, and go on mediums and go as fast as they can. Are the mediums a good choice? I kind of wonder, but I'm not sure if they would be able to do 8 laps with the tire wear we've seen on the two drivers.
My question is, why not? Like, you're going to go one more lap and you've reached halfway through, so therefore it's feasible to do soft, knowing you can get lap 7 and lap 8 in because it's half race distance. Their situation must have been really bad for them to have to come in that early. Because look at the Freem cars in now. They've done 7 laps. They can easily do 8 on the softs. They've already seen they can do 7. And look at the amount of fuel they have left. They just need to do a bit more tyre saving. They can bowl on the softs and go to the end of the race. It'll be interesting to see whether they do choose to go on the softs or opt for the mediums instead, like the 92 cars did earlier on. But I'm really interested why they wouldn't just maybe see it out for another lap and go double softs, because that's what we were told earlier on, that maybe 2 softs was the optimum strategy. But a lot of these teams are going against the grain and going on to the mediums.
Yeah, but we've seen Alberto entering into the pit lane with a very, very dead tire for his Ferrari. So I understand maybe now better why 92 maybe pitted 1 lap earlier, to not do this lap with a very, very bad tire, very bad soft tire. And with the pit stop, B-Racer managed to overtake with less fuel in this car to overtake the 92, at least one of the 92 driver sport.
Both.
Yeah, no Moreno is red.
Just one. Just
one. Hypers now third, I would say, in this battle between 92 and SFE, and Albator 2.3 seconds behind Hypers, and he's 4 seconds behind his teammate now, but much more fuel in Albator cars compared to a B-Racer. And we have a driver with a penalty catch, a 1.5 second of slow zone penalty to serve in the next lap. And in the battle between Danny battling with Toto Coco. Danny with the soft tires, struggling in the end of this stint with the soft tires, and the 2 deluxe drivers ahead of the alien driver.
Danny may spin by the end of the lap.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, yeah, very slow.
The tire is gone. The tire is fully gone.
Yeah. Left, right rear tire is done. Oh, he also struggles to enter into the pit lane, but okay, he's in the pit lane now, Danny's here, but what an
so
horrible
much time lost.
Final lap. Yeah. And that's maybe the explanation of why 93 Sports pit 1 or maybe 2 lap earlier to avoid maybe those dead soft tires. And now we have both deluxe drivers leading this race with the medium compound, but they will have to pit anyway regarding the fuel remaining in their cars.
And that's the time to have a full course yellow and they can pit freely.
If only we had full course yellow or red flag in this game. It could be fun. B-Racer in the traffic trying to overtake both Nexus drivers. He just overtook Cacho. Now he's just behind the Peugeot. And maybe Cacho to bump draft B-Racer.
I think the Suzuki is too fast.
Even if Suzuki Valerio Gallo is helped by a VTEC engine.
And you can see maybe some method for the Suzuki, because he's on the press. Both of the 92 drivers and his teammate are on mediums. And the straight line speed of the car obviously doesn't affect the tyres too much. And he's absolutely tearing through the traffic like it's nothing. So this could be a bit of an inspired strategy decision from the Italian.
And
I think it's a nice strategy if your car can handle fuel saving well. I think their cars can. They have the tires. So like basically 92 doesn't have the grip but the power because they have more fuel. And the opposite around for 3M. So we have two philosophy right now, and I wonder if by the end it's gonna be advantage mediums.
Yeah. And Deluxe Esport and Thunderlight Sim Racing cars are in the pit lane. Same for Nexus cars. Now Moreno back to the first position in this race, but B-Racer is only 2 seconds behind the Spanish driver Hypers back in third. Oh no, he was in third position, sorry. Albator P4, but yeah, with the same amount of fuel compared to Hypers. Yeah, it's only Gallo with much less fuel compared to the 3 other cars around him. Oh, be careful on the exit of the hairpin right now for B-Racer. But he gained 4/10. I think it's maybe Moreno who did a mistake, I think, in the hairpin. And Valerio on soft, by the way,
Yeah,
also.
I was about to say, remember, Valerio is on soft, so he's going to get an advantage in every kind of corners.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And the car is very good in the straight line. He was catching on Moreno already, despite fuel saving. So that's... The gap is melting now. But there will be a point of a crossover, and I think the crossover is going to be around lap 14.
So yeah, he will have to defend at least 1 or maybe 2 laps once if B-Racer manages to overtake. Depending on where he will be compared to Moreno, if he manages to overtake him before or not. Amclou with soft tires. Now the 2 Deluxe drivers also on soft. They can catch Albator as well on mediums. Deluxe can still maybe pretend to have 1 car in the top 4. Maybe having both cars in the top 5. It will depend on how they catch Albator ahead. Dandicier, who was struggling at the end of his first stint, is in 7th position. Navarrito also on soft, P8. His teammate Alvaro on soft, struggling with the pole.
Yeah, catching by 8/10 on the last lap. 5/10 on the second to last lap. So at this rhythm, it should be catching at lap 13, and then it's gonna be how much the soft tires are gonna last.
You said B-Racer maybe will struggle with his tires from lap 14. Can you think it can be even earlier? Maybe lap 12 or 13 when you take a look at the tire wear?
It can be, because now he's in the third tier of the car in front, and the car suffers of tire wear from the front already. So you're going to ask more of your front tires that are already giving the most. So that's not going to help, but he's going to have all the traction in the world and all the lateral grip in the world to get back to Moreno in the twisty bits. We're going to we're going to start now the final sector of the Yas Marina, where it's just slow speed corners. Not much dirtier, and the softs are gonna give the Valerio a lot more grip. But the car also doesn't seem to want to turn. Maybe that's why it's so fast in the straight line. It's kind of a brick.
Lap 12 is about to start for B-Racer. On the edge, B-Racer in the last corner. And the gap is now of 7/10 of a second between Samuel Moreno on mediums and B-Racer just behind on soft. But those soft tires are becoming to be in a very, very bad shape now.
Yeah, he's lost about 3 the opening sector, the S curves down towards the hairpin. So I'm really interesting to see. He might gain that through the straights, but this could be a little too late, as he's very wide again on the exit, a bit wider than he might have intended there. Heading down the back straight, he will gain time compared to the Mazda in front of Moreno, but I think it might be a bit too late, as I say, when it comes to the corners, because those soft tyres are going off at a rapid rate compared to Moreno's mediums in front.
Yeah, he's struggling in the chicane. He's losing already 2-3 tenths of a second in this chicane. What's the window for being in the slipstream, Jonas? You said with a real slipstream, 0.7 of a second?
It used to be 7. I think now it's more 1.2. But from 0.7 you really feel the dirty air and the slipstream. And I think that's what's being the issue for B-Racer right now. He can't get close to Moreno anymore. And the front tires are beginning to give up already.
Yeah.
So...
Is it maybe already over, like you said in the chat?
I think so. Because he doesn't have the fuel advantage to push in straight lines as well. So now it begins to be a lose-lose situation.
Yeah. Now it's time to manage for Moreno and to not be bothered by a B-Racer in this 3 remaining laps in this race. Moreno still 1 second ahead of B-Racer, 5 seconds behind those 2 leading cars. We have Hypers all alone in 3rd position. Albator now is only 1.9 seconds ahead of Amclou, trying to catch the Frenchman of the Sim Primi Sport. Toto Coco in 6th position, but he has in his mirror Danissier just behind in 7th position, Navarrito in 8th position, Alvaro is teammate P9, Magic in 10th position, and sadly for the Nexus drivers, Kachovitek and MSSV are in 11th and 12th position, and the gap is extending between Moreno and B-Racer now.
Yeah, remember what I said about the RCZ?
What?
Remember what I said about the RCZ? I think I was wrong. It might not be good. And you wanted to say sorry. Oh, Moreno penalty, sorry.
Oh, yeah, Moreno penalty.
Oh!
Mew Mew's curse. He talked about it in the chat.
Mew Mew!
We were like, okay, it's done for Moreno. He has to manage, but maybe not. Maybe not.
To be fair, there's a gap. I think he can take the penalty and tank it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's not gonna matter too much.
Because you said 1.2 seconds tends to be the slipstream range. Gower might get back into it, but I'm not sure he is going to be close enough.
No, it's 1.7. No. It's just exploding now. The front tires.
It is going up really quickly. Yeah.
Yeah, the fronts are gone, and there's still 2 laps to go. My question is, can he make it now? Because he pushed a lot more compared to first stint.
I don't know. 2 laps remaining for the 2 leading cars now. Lap 14 out of 15. Hypers also entering in his 2 last lap. And the gap is also reducing for the 4th position between Albator and Amclou.
The Laps are having a fantastic day. They're only 11 points off of a Silver Rockets position. If Amclou's able to get in the move, 6, that's a fantastic effort from them, and it immediately puts pressure on the teams like Annexion and AGT to have good races later on through the week. Otherwise, we could see very feasibly a deluxe team in the Silver Rockets positions at the end of the week. They are having a fantastic race at the moment, definitely the 3rd best team here, and maybe, as I say, Amclou pushing to get the move done on Albator with about a lap and a half to go. That gap is coming down. It is coming down less, but it's still coming down.
Yeah, Deluxe team is P14 in the general standings. They are only 9 points off the top 12. They need a solid result this evening, and they are doing the job, and they can do even better if Amclou manage to overtake Albator in this 1.5 lap remaining in this race. Moreno served his penalty. The gap is over 2 seconds between him and B-Racer. I think it's done for Moreno in this race, as Hypers all alone will finish on the podium in this race as well. Yeah, we still have to wait for Albator if he can manage to keep this 4th position, but Amclou want this P4.
Amclou wants the P4, and what I can tell about the tire wear of the Ferrari, like sure, there's less laps compared to B-Racer, but it's also way more balanced front and rear compared to B-Racer's cars, for example. So he's not gonna have too much of a drop, at least not now, when B-Racer, due to the front giving up early, couldn't do anything against Moreno. For a second, I thought he was speeding. Like, my camera went onto the pits. It's just weird.
Please no. Please no. Final lap for our top 5 in this race. The gap between Amclou and Albator is of 1.3 seconds. 1.3 seconds to catch for Amclou in this final lap of this race. Maybe for dreaming about being in the top 12 at the end of this regular season. Meanwhile, ahead, the gap between Moreno and B-Racer is now over 3 seconds. It's all good for Moreno to take the win in this final race of the regular season in his group. Hypers to finish also on the podium. The gaps remain the same at the end of Sector 1 between Albator and Amclou.
I think now it's pretty much game over. Amclou doesn't have the fuel to push again.
Yeah.
So I think I do believe it's gonna be to bring it home, and that's it.
But there is also no more fuel in Albator's car in this final lap of this race. Toto Coco managed to stay ahead of Danny. Also, it's good point for him in the end of this race.
The tires of B-Racer. The tires of B-Racer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
I think he's just going to get home, I would think. He's really going to have to limp home mode here. He's got a 3.5 second gap to get it. It's going to be very close.
And the gap is extending between Albator and Amclou. Albator is about to keep his P4 in this race. 2 more corners for Samuel Moreno. 92 esports are scoring good points again in this final race of the regular season. P1 for Samuel Moreno, crossing the line, leader and winning this race. B-Racer, P2. Hypers on the podium, only 2.5 seconds behind Valerio Gallo. Albator P4 and Amclou in 5th position, but very, very good results for Deluxe team. Amclou P5, Toto Coco P6, Tanisia for Alien Motorsport P7, Navarrito and Alvaro for Fernlight Sim Racing P8 and P9. The second Alien Motorsport driver, Magic, will finish in 10th position. Maybe not, because Cacho is very close behind. Maybe on the inside, last corner. No. Ooh, that's close. That's close. But Magic managed to stay ahead for only
the wall
1.5
was too close.
tenths.
The wall was way too close.
Yeah, and MSSV finishing last with his Peugeot. Nice results for 92 esports. Samuel Moreno, winner in this first race of the round 7 of the InfinityGSeries 2026 Estimate Hypers. Finishing third, Valerio Gallo in between the two 92 esport cars. The results with Albator P4 ahead of Amclou and Toto Coco for Deluxe Esport, for Deluxe Team, sorry. Alien Motorsport, Danisia P7, Navarrito P8, Alvaro Magic in the top 10, Kachovitek and MSSV P11 and P12. A very good result for Deluxe. I'm not sure it's the result expected for Alien Motorsport otherwise.
No, I was just doing towards the end of that race. I was doing some looks at the points for P5 and P6. P5 and P6 gets you 15 points, 8 and 7 takes you up to 15, and that would get Deluxe comfortably inside the Silver Rockets provisionally. Obviously, we still have 3 more races to run tonight, but specifically further up the field, there wasn't really much fighting, which is definitely going to aid Deluxe's aggregate time when it compared to other teams and drivers, which may have more infighting in the other 3 races we're going to see this week. So depending, obviously, on other teams' results, I mean, you're looking at the likes of AGT and Annexion really as their direct rivals for that Silver Rocket spot. But all in all, that is a really, really good race for Deluxe. It's solid points, and it definitely puts the pressure on the other 2 teams heading into the next 3 races through the rest of the week.
Yeah, exactly. Jean-Mathieu, tell me whenever you're ready for watching maybe some action. Maybe taking a look at the start. I wanted to take a look at the Moreno start, because he had to defend his position at some point against I think it was Albator, and also I think there was a very good start from Amclou with his Ferrari. So maybe you can take a look at this.
Yeah, there is like 3 Ferraris right behind. I'm on the replay.
Okay, let me just switch to the screen share. Perfect. Okay, we're on it. I'm just going up full screen for watching maybe the start of this first race of the evening.
So you can see here, like here, and here, there's 3 Ferraris. And as I've mentioned earlier, the Ferrari is very good in the standing start. It's one of the best. It was one of the best in GT Sport. I think it's still one of the best today. And yeah, it just shows. Like, look at this. Moreno can't do anything.
Yeah.
Almost P3 by the apex. Hypers is like, whoopsie. And almost lost to...
and Alberto was so close to take this P2.
Yeah, so close, but yet so far.
Yeah, and also a good start from Valerio, taking a position on Deluxe car at the start. And
to check.
Also side by side before the first hairpin with the other Deluxe car. Not bad. Not bad start.
It's not as good as the Ferrari, but not bad. I couldn't go too much on the outside because of another Ferrari.
I think it's quicker than the Mazda thing. The Mazda
It is.
It is quicker.
It is.
Four off the line, definitely.
Oh, nice overtake on the Mazda.
Excuse me.
Oh, wow. And already
Then,
side by
yeah,
side
that
before
does have
the first
the-
hairpin, yeah.
It's gonna do the cutback, but someone's gonna go on the inside. Oh, it's okay, it's good, and then cutback, easy and done. And the power of the Suzuki is just magnificent.
Yeah, and remember that the two Deluxe cars were on medium at the start also. So
Yes.
the soft tires.
But look
Yeah.
at how much he closes on Albator.
Oh my god.
The Suzuki down the straight, it's so much quicker than both of them.
Yeah.
Like, it is by far and away the quickest car down the straight out of the ones we've seen in this Open.
Oh!
There's all bit of contact there.
Oh,
Pretty
oh,
wide
oh,
in the back of the field. Wow.
Stewart, I'm calling you.
Oh,
Late dive from Alvaro.
What a move.
Yeah, but no.
oh. Yeah, that was
Let's-
a bit
let-
chaotic.
Yeah, like, let's go on Alvaro. Alvaro comes from so far. Then bumps, then all of that is just, and it's just not the right place anymore. And you did a great move, and it's back to nothing.
Yeah.
I think it was too much cars in one spot, honestly. Maybe the stewards will have something to say. And
And can we just watch how Moreno over on the penalty right
Is
there.
that where the penalty came from?
I think no. I think it comes from Ministro exterior pushing
Yeah,
off the track.
Yeah, I think he took the penalty there while being on the left.
It's before that. I'm gonna try to stop it at the right time. Not now. Not now.
It's in the blue area. Maybe
there's
not.
a contact here.
Yeah.
Here there's a contact, and then
He's still on the, I think it's there, right there.
Yep.
Yeah, he's off track.
That's your 1 second because he got pushed off.
That's a slam dunk penalty for Danny. Then, for Magic, you'd think. From the steward's perspective.
I really like those track limits on this track.
Yeah, like here you can. It's super strict. You can't put an inch away from it. In some corners, you can go to Qatar, and it's gonna still be fine.
So yeah, welcome to Gran Turismo World. This is 1 second of track limit penalty.
And there's track limits called championship track limits, where you see this white line all over here, all of that, outside, inside. This is the track limits. Even if there's a curb, that is the track limit. Why don't we have it too? It exists in the game. They used it in, I think, either in sport mode. Live events, I'm not too sure, but in sport mode, that's for sure. It exists. Why don't we have access to it? To like championship, track limits.
I have the answer. I have the answer because polyphony digital.
Yeah, but that's not a good answer. Like here, for example, cars can go up to the boats if they want to. Yeah. The track limits under championship would be this white line here. Yeah. And you can't go over it with 4 tires. 2 is fine, 4 is not. And you have to be very careful. And that changes the whole track. There's no issues with the chicanes. There's no issues with the last corner. Just, it's a toggle. It exists. Give us the damn option. And, nice dive in the meantime. So I'm just rambling again.
My question is, if we go back to the Alvaro thing, I think there's a pretty case for Magic forcing him off there and giving him the penalty in the first place.
Yes.
From what I saw, so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw... The stewards have been extremely busy this season. We got a message from Alejandro earlier today, who's the head honcho at Back 25, talking about all the incidents. 112 incident reports since the start of the season. I think that might just be 113 now, because I think the Thunder team will be a bit upset at that there.
Yeah.
112 incidents.
Oh, please. Okay.
Anything else you wanted to see? I have noted absolutely nothing.
No,
So
nothing.
I'm
I just
going
wanted to
through,
rewatch
honestly.
the start because I noticed some action at the start, but other than that, I think it was a pretty calm race.
It was a calm race. So let's see Camacho try on the inside. Makes it stick. More grip because Ferrari and drag race. I want to see that. Which one is better?
It's pretty.
The Mazda.
No,
The Mazda is less draggy, I think.
Yeah.
I remember something like this, that the Mazda doesn't have much power, but it doesn't have much drag either. So it doesn't pull off the corners, but it pierces through the air quite nicely after a long straight line.
Yeah.
And that's what we've seen in action. And then another, but again, I think the Mazda has what on top of the inside, the drag advantage. I don't think Camacho can do anything unless a dive, maybe a dive, and surely a dive.
On the inside, nothing to say.
Makes it stick, no possibility of cutback, and the overtake is done.
Yeah, good job. Good job.
That's I would say all very clean, very nicely thought. Some people should actually get inspired by this.
Yeah.
So,
very nice move from...
very nice overtake. Very good. This car, not very good.
Tire wear is not good at all.
The front tire wear is horrendous. It sounds fine. Honestly, sounds fine. But why don't you put a roof on this car? Like it does. I just can't take it seriously. For me, it's just a wasted opportunity, to be fair. But hey,
but I think we are good.
My little boy, the RCZ.
Rest in peace, big boy.
It's okay. Maybe without BOP against drivers with BOP, you can do something.
Maybe against a good for you can have a chance.
Maybe in one make you can win.
Oh my god. Okay, I think we are
Anything else
good.
you wanted to see? Or
No,
are we fine?
I think we are all good. Maybe during our presentation of the second race of the evening, Finlay, if you are ready.
I sure can. I have the spreadsheet. Yeah.
And here we go.
Okay, here are the teams for the second race of the evening and the final one. Customs GT, they had a really strong start to the season. They were pushing up there for the Golden Rocket spots, but they have stagnated somewhat in recent weeks. They only picked up 21 and 27 points respectively in their most recent races, which isn't, I mean, what I've been looking at at the start of the season for threshold of like a decent championship Golden Rockets level team is 40 points. Customs are yet to pick up a 40-point hole this season. They do have a chance of promoting themselves into the Golden Rocket spots. Alejandro gave them the 12% chance when we spoke to him earlier on. Again, not sure if those facts have any statistical backing to them, but 12% is the chance that they have alongside Owls Esports, who we'll see in action tomorrow. So if they have a good race result tonight, like we saw earlier on with Deluxe, it's not beyond the realms of possibility. We see them in the top 6. They are all fighting for one spot, I'd suspect. That 6th spot looks particularly vulnerable. Avalon Motorsport are next, former GT Pulpy champions. At risk, perhaps, following that absolute barnstormer of a race from losing their silver rocket spot, they're still in a decent position. I reckon a decent midfield finish should be enough for them tonight to secure their spot. They are currently, that's 25 points clear of the gap, if my maths is correct. 15. Apologies, my maths is not. So they should be good, all things being well. I think that Deluxe performance tonight does put them just behind Avalon, as I say. So really, a decent midfield finish for them tonight should be good enough to secure their silver spot. Control of Time have been a nice addition to the championship. They have had some moments. They picked up 15 points at the Red Bull Ring in the Mazda Roadsters a few weeks back. But again, they're one of those teams towards the bottom of the rankings that are looking consigned to that bronze rocket spots, unfortunately for them. However, we did find out earlier on the points are carried forward from the regular season to the playoffs. So a decent race result for them tonight puts them in a decent position come playoffs, even if they are still in the bronze rocket positions. Team Monza Racing were one of the top seeds heading into the start of the season. I spoke pre-show about the loss of Giorgio Mangano and Marco Busnelli and how much of an effect that's had on them. They currently sit 17th in the championship. And another team that are looking pretty much, unless they have a major, 1-3 finish tonight, they look consigned to a bronze rockets position. That's not what they want to be at all. Their main aim for the rest of the season now will be to win the bronze rockets championship, I feel. Visceral Esports are one of the 5 championship contenders teams in my eyes. They look pretty much secure for a golden rocket spot. I think the top 5 teams in the championship look secure. It's that 6th spot where Krakenstein's GT are at the moment that could have that volatility come the end of the season. Visceral have been a pretty extraordinary addition to the championship, really. They have been competitive in other championships elsewhere. This is their debut in the Mach 25 system. They've got some incredibly fast drivers, the Canadian team, and they've shown it. They're 4th in the championship. They're only 14 points off of the championship lead. A win for them tonight could see them up there in the championship battle, in the championship lead, I should say, by the end of the night. And then the final team we have, Avitada Racing Team, alongside Control of Time, kind of that, destined for the bronze rockets position, sadly. 23rd in the 22nd actually with EPLF, but as I say, 46 points, nowhere near enough. And even with a 1-2 finish, top team in the aggregate times, they still wouldn't be enough to get themselves into the silver rockets position. So they're purely racing for pride this evening. That is your 6 teams racing this for race 2.
Thank you very much, Finlay. Is everyone on track? Not yet, but do we have so many other exotic cars in this lobby? I see a lot of Eric's Vision GT3 cars.
No, they are all boring.
I've seen Simon for this early in the Honda NSX Group 3, but I don't know if it was a troll or not.
No, actually not. They're not also boring.
Here comes a new challenger, and it's not Valerio Gallo in the Honda.
As Simon is American, should we say Acura?
Or maybe it's... Oh, yeah, let's say the Acura. Okay.
It's the Acura NSX Group 3, so not the GT3. Now there's no cars anymore, so...
I think Alejandro might have got annoyed at seeing the Honda.
Sad. Do we have maybe the total race? No, we don't have the total race time of round 1. But from what we've seen, I think 93 Sport is P1 in the standings. SFE should be P2. Deluxe P3. Maybe Thunderlight P4 battling with Alien P5, and sadly Nexus 6 in the total race time standings about the first race of the evening. Just waiting for the lobby to be reopened, and we will have the second. Can confirm it's not a troll, it's a deliberate decision from Simon regarding the Acura GT3. Okay, interesting choice. I don't know, but very interesting choice. I want to see what the car can do. Regarding the qualifying order for this second race, Avutarda Racing Team will be the first team call in this qualifying session. Then Control the Time, then Team Monza Racing, and the last 3 teams, Avalon, Customs GT, and Visceral Esports. Is the lobby open? Not yet, but shouldn't be long to have the lobby.
Race cancelled. Have a good night.
No,
I'm kidding. Stay.
Please no. Do I have maybe the information regarding tomorrow's races? It will be with Pyro and Jens on the broadcast. Yes, I have. Tomorrow evening, first race with Krakenstein's GT Elite Racing Squad, EPLF Sim Racing, Halls Esports, Joker's Team, and Annexion. Maybe a decisive race. This one with some teams pretending for the top 6, Krakens, Halls Esports, also the Elite Racing Squad trying to secure a good spot, and the three other teams, EPLF, Joker's team, and Annexion, they can pretend to gain some good position as well. And final race of the regular season tomorrow evening, Vanquish Esports, Maniac Revolutions, Hydra Range Sport, Azteca Racing Team, My Team Esport, and AGT team for the final race of the regular season. I don't see the lobby, or maybe my lobby.
It's open.
It's open. I don't see it. I'm gonna leave and rejoin the lobby and maybe clear the cache of my game. It should help.
It's all broken.
The game is broken? No way. It's impossible.
No, again.
Did you know that Gran Turismo has a glitch?
No, really?
Such a running gag.
Yeah. Can't wait to have the update next week.
Oh yeah. We're gonna make the update in the morning, and we're gonna try it in the evening. It's gonna be great.
Hello, guys. I know if I destroy in your broadcast, maybe I am.
Yes, you're live. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
To say you hello.
Hello, everyone. I don't know if we are live also in the Spanish chat, but hola todos.
You too. Yeah,
Hola
too,
todos.
of course.
Fiona.
Well, they are not watching you, but they are hearing you, because I just coming here because the issue that we are having is that I cannot watch the liveries of all the teams. So
okay.
This is why I at the moment I can only watch Avalon Motorsports. So I don't know if you are. I see in that.
I see all the liveries on my side.
You are, no?
Yeah. I see all the liveries. It's all good.
But I don't know how we both see, Pierre, if it's possible to have a share play with you.
You have.
I'll invite. I've got the party. I'll invite you over to.
Oh, cool. Thank you so much.
No,
Thank you so much. Sorry to disturb you.
No problem. No problem at all.
You are here. I recommend to all the Spanish people that is watching the broadcast to move now, to say to say thank you, to say everything. Gracias to the guys that are with the English broadcast. They are hearing you. Do you want to say something to the Spanish guys?
Vamos. That's what they say.
just good.
What do you think about the Samu Moreno victory?
Oh, very solid results.
Domination.
Yeah, it's absolute domination. Quite a surprise to see Valerio Gallo in the Suzuki and not in a Honda.
Yeah.
And also the very good result of the two deluxe cars finishing just behind the Simfree Sport cars. So very solid result for them. And we have some good battle at every level of the standings for the Golden Rockets, and also for being in the top 12 for the Silver Rocket division. So we have a lot of action of track, and it's very enjoyable.
Guys, you are following the competition, you are enjoying with the competition, but for sure you have a favorite. What team do you think that is now the favorite to win the InfinityGSeries competition? Do you have any? It's a difficult question. It's a tough question. I know, but I didn't come. I'm not coming to say you only hello. What are you doing? What are you going to do in the summer?
I know it's pretty hard to say who will win this, because it's still very close on points at the top of the scoreboard. So anyone can expect
pick one.
I would say on paper, Simfree, I never know how to say that, but it's only on paper because I feel like, considering their skill level and their execution, there's a big gap between the two. Every kind of races, like at least the last two races I've commented on them, they had the pace, but always something went against them, either a penalty, a strategy, or both. I don't know. I think they're bleeding so much points when they should be actually leading the championship. But that's just my view about this. But yeah, I would say on paper they would be the favorites if they can get their shit together.
Yeah, I was going to say there's only between the top 5 teams in the championship. I think whoever does qualify for the Golden Race in 6th. We're probably going to have a mountain to climb. But I think all of the top 5 realistically have a very big championship shot, especially given the number of points you can pick up during a race week. The championship can completely flip on its head every week. I'm going to go for 92, just purely because A, they already have the advantage of leading the championship as things stand, and their strength of driver lineup, I think, is just unbelievable. Like, we didn't even see Joao Pessoa tonight, who's one of the best drivers in the Americas region, often quite an overlooked driver in my opinion. But then Samuel Moreno has already proved. I mean, he should have been in the World Series way before, but obviously he was on the rage. He's already just proved he is one of the best drivers in the world. And then you've got Estevez as well, who's a former world champion. I think just purely based on strength of lineup and the fact they're already leading the championship, I'd probably opt for 92.
Okay, so good.
My bet is also on my bet is also on 92.
You can't pick the same one. That's too easy.
All of you go for the same.
Okay.
Todos están diciendo 92 por el momento. Se están mojando poco, ¿eh?
Which team I could select? Good question. I'm gonna say Vanquish. Very solid. Yeah, very solid lineup. They did also. They do a very good season. Also with Floris, Miu Miu. Very, very solid drivers.
They bled so much points with inter teammates shenanigans as well.
They're only 11 points behind 92, so they're still in a very, very good position. So they are also very, very good contenders for lifting the trophy in the end.
Good. Thank you so much. Muchas gracias, guys. I don't know how exactly I'm going to do. It's going to be a tough broadcast also for me because I have to start the qualifying from my PlayStation. Then I have to move to your. Then I have to start the race from mine. I have to go quickly to you. So it's going to be.
No worries. Take your time. Everything is fine on our side, so no worries.
Yeah, take Ayoub's feed in the party whenever you see fit. It's gonna be fine.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. And also, Pierre, I think that you are in control of the broadcast, the cameras and everything.
A lot of pressure on my shoulders now.
All of you are watching your finger, man. So thank you so much for everything.
No worries. I'll try to show I'll try to show everyone the most possible, but
you are doing. I know. You are already doing so fine. I like this format. Maybe we have to try this again in the finals.
We have some very exotic choices since the beginning of the evening. We had a Peugeot, we have a Honda or an Acura.
6 different cars.
A lot of different cars. It's very interesting. I wasn't expected, to be honest, to see that much the old Ferrari on track, but very interesting combo in the end.
Muy bien, yeah, true. Très bien. Very good.
Wow.
Marvelo, enjoy the race.
Very nice French accent. Very nice.
Terrible. So enjoy the race, guys. Thank you so much, and sorry to disturb you. We enjoy a lot.
There's no issues. It's all fun. It's all good fun.
It's all fun. That is why, and I hope to repeat this format for the finals. Good.
Right. Goodbye, Spanish broadcast. See you in a bit.
See you.
See ya. Have fun.
Adios.
Okay, I have a lot. I have a lot of
5 years of Spanish lessons.
Good job, Jonas. Good job. Okay, I have a lot of pressure on my shoulders now.
It's fine. You've done that plenty of times.
Yeah. And I still can't believe we have an Acura on track with Simon.
And it's leading.
I'm just not going to call it an Acura.
Do we have any other exotic choices? No, we have plenty of Mazda and Ferrari.
No, they are all boring in their choices.
Oh.
they're not even trying the R8 Evo.
I could almost guarantee, because I'm not commentating tomorrow, there's going to be an Alfa Romeo, and I'm going to have missed it.
I don't think so.
Okay, we are starting the qualifying session.
I wonder, do you like multi-class racing?
Okay, who do we have on track? We have Simon.
Group 3 and Group 3.5.
Rodri and Armando for Avalon. With another Porsche RSR. We've seen in the previous race the Porsche wasn't that good compared to the other. I'm not sure it's a very good choice. His teammate is in the Mazda. Josema for Customs GT with the Ferrari. I don't know for his teammate. We will wait to have everyone on track, and we'll present all the drivers and all the cars while everyone will be in the pit lane to refuel and to change tires. This is the first out lap. Drivers will park. Oh, is there a... I've seen something... for a second I thought there was a Jaguar at the back, but no. No. For a second I was like, a Jaguar? No.
If it was Bathurst, I would understand. If it was anything else, that's madness.
Plenty of Mazda in this qualifying. No, I didn't see any. There is one modern Ferrari with Perry for.
It's Avutarda, I think.
For Avutarda, yeah. Yeah, it's Avutarda, yeah.
It's really interesting to see the variances. I was saying earlier on, I think this might be the loudest possible bunch of Group 3 cars we could have assembled with the Mazda, the rotary engine of the Mazda, and then the 458 Italia as well, Group 3 also being ridiculously loud car. It's really going to be one for the eardrums, this one, I think.
Yeah. And first team to be called will be Avutarda Racing team with Perry and his teammate. Everyone is in the waiting zone. Avutarda called with both drivers on a Ferrari, but not the same one. Alberto with the 458 and Perry with the 296 GT3 car.
Interesting, because we saw, was it Magic, the alien driver running the 6, and really struggled with tyre wear towards the back end of both of his stints. So that's a really interesting choice to see there. I wonder what the thinking could be behind that.
Drivers were supposed to change tires, no?
It's gonna change when they exit the cut.
Okay. No, not sure. I'm not sure. Alcourte and Gimartin.
Indeed.
They did not.
Yeah, they didn't change tires. They didn't change tires. But they will lose in this situation anyway because of the tire wear. Simo and Hayabusa, one in a Mazda, another one in a Ferrari.
Indeed, it doesn't change at the end. Okay, never mind me.
I've had a quick skim over the regulations very quickly, and I don't think there's any rules against a mandatory tyre change. I just think it's directly affecting the fact that they'll just be slower because they're on more worn
I'm
tyres.
not too sure. Tire temps.
Okay, and we have just if you want to show them.
No.
The race time. Why it doesn't show up?
No one has set any times.
I should have them, but I don't see.
So what I wanted to say about the tire temp while you're trying to fix this, basically, when you start the race or qualifying, your tires are at 70 degrees. If you pit, they go down to 60 degrees, and there's maybe not enough time to put them in temperature before the start of your lap. So the trade-off of a bit of more tire wear to have tires more in temp could be a thing.
Okay.
But I think it has to be tested. I'm just really going through with like theories and whatnot. So if they did it and it's allowed, there should be a reasoning. Otherwise, I think it's maybe a mistake, but we'll see.
Well, let's see then, because Avutarda haven't been an especially fast addition to the series season. They've been a welcome one, but they've not. So maybe this is just one last roll of dice from them. I think their main battle this evening is with the Control of the Time team, who are running second in this qualifying session for those kind of gutter positions towards the bottom before the Bronze Rockets playoffs. So it'll be interesting to see. I don't think any of the other teams, I don't think Control of Time all Monza Racing are running the doubly worn tyres. I think they both opted to change their tyres during the stop. But another thing I'm noticing, there is a large gap between the two drivers down the back straight for the Abutada team. Certainly no real advantage of slipstream coming from the 296.
Okay, we are good with the... Okay, perfect. All good. It's fixed now.
Just with.
And Alberto and Perry are in their second sector of the race. Control the Time are in the end of their first sector. And TMR just starting their first their lap time. Sorry.
That's not fast from Alberto and A. Perry. That is not fast at all. Low, high to 112 and low 113 at the end of sector 2 is not fast. I think it's the slowest I've seen so far.
Okay, end of the lap for Abutada Racing Team driver. Sorry, I was...
Control the time with a mid to low 12.
Okay.
So high 12 and low 13 is definitely not good. So I don't think the whatever they tried with the tires are not working. And 55. That's
some tune off what we were expecting.
Yeah,
that's nowhere near the front.
Pole position from Moreno was in 52.3 or 4.
Yikes.
Yeah, it was 52 point fast is all I remember.
52.3, I believe, was the pole time for San Marino.
Okay.
So we're about 3 seconds off of the Abutada team. Control the time, they do usurp that quite comfortably. 53.7 and 54.2 as well. Still not quite where we were expecting. Maybe I think both of the Team Monza drivers will be looking to maybe lock out the front row provisionally here. Just Simo has actually been a very impressive driver. Early in the season, there's a big slide from the Mazda there coming through the final complex of corners. And then Hayabusa, the driver behind them as well. Not one I've seen, although he may have appeared in the most recent rounds. Coming around the final corner now, Simo across the line.
That was close. That was super close.
53.1 for Simo. Hayabusa not those 6/10 off of pole. And one of the things I've seen, which maybe could be commented on from either of you guys, is the fact that these teams aren't really utilising with slipstream as much. Is that something maybe to do with the dirty air?
Yes, 100%. Like we've seen with the B-Racer catching Moreno, he wasn't able to, despite still in good condition softs, and whenever it was done and cooked, it was over. Sadly, this track is prone to dirty air, as we've seen in Formula 1 many times. So to come back, you need to have a clear advantage. But during qualifying, it's shooting your foot, literally. So yeah. If you had 2 laps, you could sacrifice one to give the slipstream in the back straight for one of the laps. But as it's just a one shot for both drivers, no, just run alone. That's going to be better.
And the last 3 teams are leaving or entering into the pit lane. First team of the second part of the qualifying session, Customs GT. First team being called. And we have on screen Visceral with Ligadas and Simon, a Mazda and an Acura. Charles and Josema for Customs GT with a Mazda and the 458. And for Avalon, I forgot about Avalon, sorry, Haramondo in the Mazda and Rodri in the 911 RSR. But yeah, after what happened it was Thunder Lights, there was a Thunder Lights car where Alvaro in the Porsche. I'm not sure about this choice, to be honest.
I think Alvaro's race kind of fell for an amplitude of reasons outside of the car. I think the infighting back got an early penalty. I think because Rodri's a driver that's really Reds gaming last season. He's really impressed me so far this season. It'll be interesting to see. I mean, there's obviously here, so whether he thinks that Alvaro's performance in the race was mainly due to driver error rather than the car itself, that's obviously the gamble they're putting on here. But I think the telltale sign will be here in the qualifying session as to whether the Porsche has the raw pace, because certainly the driver behind it in Rodri is a talented one who should be pushing a bit further up, maybe towards the top of the timesheets.
Okay, Rodri and Armando starting their quali lap. Armando ahead of his teammate. And the end of Sector 1 coming for the Spanish driver of Avalon. In purple, Sector 1, 63 thousandths of a second, 43 thousandths of a second quicker. Rodri in the end of Sector number 1.
Big slide, really big slide from the driver. Again, as you six driver we've seen so far, which is kind of what you'd expect, and maybe showing that it does have that Alvaro maybe wasn't able to extract from it earlier on.
Josema and Charles in the end of Sector 1. Is Charles quicker in Sector 1? 1,000 of a second.
Charles, the controller specialist, by the way.
Yeah. Back to Armando of end of Sector 2 now for Armando. Is it still purple? Yes, by 2
Yes,
tenths.
by 2 tenths.
Yeah, and Rodri is
not for Rodri.
Not in purple anymore. Rodri Sector 2, Armando maybe to be another driver in 52 in this qualifying session. Waiting for Charles and Rosema to finish Sector 2, sorry.
We see Charles at the moment, and he's another driver, especially in the early season, at podium and very regularly. He's a large part as to why Customs were up there fighting for the golden rocket spot. But we're seeing the controls being used a lot more as the Avalon drivers come up line. Armando into provisional pole. Does Rodri join him? No, it's P3 from the Porsche driver. But a good effort from Armando to get up into provisional pole, although we're still yet to break into the 52s.
No purple. Oh, Simon with the penalty.
For Simon. Yeah.
Penalty. It's over sadly for the Acura.
Yeah, Simon, like you took B-Racer's car, where you took B-Racer's penalty.
Charles to cross the line. And it's not a 52 for Armando. And it's only P3.
Oh.
And his teammate, Espinosa is back. He's at the back. I couldn't see where he was. Ligadas to cross the line in the end of this session. Just taking a look at the visceral drivers, but Simon won't be on pole.
Ligadas' lap wasn't great, so I think it's gonna be P4 or 5.
And it's a
3.
pole.
Never mind.
P3. Good.
Very good last sector. And P4 for Charles. Where is Simon?
P12, no lap set.
Because the penalty was too close to the penalty line, so it didn't count.
And what a surprise to have an Avalon car on pole position in this race number 2. And also a TMR car on the first row of the grid with just Simo P2. Ligadas, despite the penalty, is third on the grid. Charles alongside him on row number 2. The second Avalon car is in 5th position. What a qualifying session for Avalon.
Yeah, ridiculous. Completely jumbled up grid. I mean, Avalon definitely taking advantage of a pretty dreadful info. They have cars in 3rd and 4th. They'd be expecting to be a lot higher up in total. But what an effort from the Avalon cars, and with their silver rocket status at risk, that is the perfect way to respond. And credit to Simo as well. Who would have predicted going into this qualifying section we'd have an Avalon Monza Racing front row? I certainly wouldn't.
And the penalty to be served by Simon, last on the grid. No time set for Simon Rosenberger.
Yeah, it's all going to have to come down to racecraft. Proven, returning to the Gran Turismo World. Again, I believe Audi this time. Star-studded lineup they've got with Kilian Drummond behind the wheel of the EMEA driver. So the EMEA driver and the Audi. So a very nice lineup there. But that with that qualifying session for Simon, the Acura, it's all going to be on race pace from here on out. He's got nothing to rely on from qualifying, so it'll be interesting to see how he makes his way up the field, because he does have the pace to work his way up, but whether he does with the Acura is a different matter.
Yeah. And Armando on pole position, and it's 2 Mazda on the first row of the grid. Ligadas also on Mazda. Charles, I think he's in the Ferrari. No, he's also in the Mazda. The two first row of the grid with Mazda RX Vision GT3. The results of the qualifying session. Yeah, top 4 for
Mazda.
And in between the Mazda and the Ferraris, we have the Porsche of Rodri all alone.
So first thing I'll say, be careful. The Ferrari will catch the Mazda at the start, and the Porsche is gonna get caught in the middle.
Yeah.
That's gonna be hectic.
Chaos. Yeah.
Just gonna just hide this for the qualifying session. So Armando on pole, behind him Team Monza Racing driver Simo on second position, Ligadas P3, Charles P4, Rodri and Alcourte on the third row of the grid in fifth. In sixth position, Hayabusa P7, Rosema Espinosa, the second custom GT driver, only P8 on the grid. Jim Artos for control the time P9. The two Avutarda Racing Team drivers, Alberto and Perry, P10 and P11. And Simon will try the last to first challenge in this final race of the regular season for Visceral Esports. Jomas, does it have a good start, the Honda in the category? I'm not sure.
No.
The standing start is good.
No, start.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
It's not bad, but it's not good. It's average plus, I'd say.
Okay, race is about to start in a few seconds. We will take a look at the tires of everyone. We've seen half of the grid starting on mediums in the previous race. We don't know if it will be the same in this second race of the final round of the regular season. And quite interesting to see how Armando and Simo will defend their position against Ligadas just behind, and also Charles for Customs GT. I wasn't expected to have an Avalon and a TMR car on the first row of the grid. It's going to be a spicy start, I think, guys.
Absolutely, yeah. I do. For four different teams, it's going to be absolute carnage. I'm going to see all the Mazdas get swapped by the front heading into turn one.
And by the looks of it, only pole position is on softs, I think.
Soft for Armando, Simo on mediums, Ligadas on mediums, Charles on mediums, Rodri mediums, Alcourte mediums, Hayabusa mediums, Rosema mediums, Martos mediums, Alberto mediums, Perry mediums, Simon mediums. Only the pole sitter is on soft compounds, and we are racing for the second time of the evening. And a good start for the 4 Mazda, but be careful of the Ferrari behind.
Heading in towards turn one now, and I think the 4 Mazdas. Charles nearly wide on, being hustled by Alcourte to control the time driver. Fantastic effort for them to get up to start. Rodri's dropped down to P8 in the Porsche, but made a decent start. It's Alcourte leading the way from the Ferrari contingent. The Armando, Simo, Ligadas and Charles line of stern as they were heading into turn one. Although Ligadas is up the inside of Simo, battles between the Mazdas here, and the visceral driver is through. So good start from the Spanish driver.
Yeah, Ligadas overtook the TMR driver, and Armando, the only driver who started on soft, is already escaped from the midfield. Maybe the replay of Simo on Ligadas. No, maybe he's a bit too far behind. And three wide behind
with
P6. Simon back already in 6th position in 1 sector and a half. What a comeback for the Acura driver. This is my running gag of the race, sorry.
Incredible.
Amazing start from Simon, already P6 in this race. What a comeback already for him. Wow. I wasn't expected to have Simon this quick back in the midfield.
I tried to see from afar, but I couldn't see the car, and all of a sudden I see Simon P6. Is like, oh, hello.
With the freeway, no major incident at the start anyway. Just Ligadas already P2. The comeback after 1 lap of Simon Wolver took half of the grid already in this race. Everyone is on medium compound. but Armando is on soft end of the first lap. Armando already 1.3 seconds ahead of Ligadas, who overtook Just Simo. Just Simo, despite being overtook in the first lap, stays behind Ligadas and stays in his slipstream. Charles also with the 4th position, and Hayabusa, Just Simo teammates in 5th position. Good start as well for the TMR cars.
Absolutely, and the moment we said it about Deluxe earlier on in the evening, the race. If Team Ons are as competitive as they are at the moment, 3-5 could be enough to get them silver. It's not out of the realms of possibility that they're in the top 12 by the end of the week. Some of the teams in the midfield are having really, really good races tonight to try and turn it around. But Armando is checked out at the front. Meanwhile, Charles is under a bit of pressure. He's lost a second to Simo already and is now falling into the clutches of the other Team Ons car, Hayabusa, and the ever racing Simon behind.
Yeah, and behind Simon, Espinosa, Rodri are not far behind as well, battling in 7th and 8th position. Not a very good start for the Argentinian driver in his Porsche. He was P5 on the grid. He dropped to P8 right now. Alcourte, P9. Avutarda drivers, Alberto, P10, Perry, P12, and in between we have the second control the time driver with Jim Artos in 11th position from now, and we keep an eye on Simon, very close of Hayabusa for the top 5.
Really closing the gap here. This is, dare I say, a race-winning pace from Simon. Just the fact he couldn't get his qualifying lap is harming him completely. Even on the medium compound tyres as well, he's making complete light work of the rest of the field. He's caught up to Hayabusa. I expect that move to be made maybe down the back straight through after turn 1 to try and get the move done towards the hairpin. This is unbelievable pace from the American driver. Very, very impressive here, and he could be up there towards the end of the race, although Armando is way out in front, but he will have to get off the softs earlier than the rest of the field on the mediums.
Yeah, and we also have Espinosa just behind. Be careful for Simon with 3 drivers behind him, Rosema Espinosa, Rodri and Alcourte. Any mistake and lost a lot of position for those drivers in the midfield. Meanwhile, Ligadas is 2.4 seconds behind Armando, still leading in this race. Justimo still in the slipstream of the Visceral driver. And yeah, some close cars battling, but it's not even
now
battling.
They look at each other.
Yeah,
I think it's down to the strategy. Like, look at the fuel of Armando, and look behind, especially Simo. They're not on the same strategy at all.
Oh yeah, Simo is saving much more fuel compared to Armando. Yeah, much more fuel used for the leader, but he's on soft tires. He wants to create the gap. He has the fastest lap, of course. He's the only driver on soft tires. 153.2 for the pole sitter, leader and fastest car on track in the end of his 3rd lap in this race. But after only 3 lap, tire wear is pretty bad already for Armando. An improvement in the fastest lap.
It has seen better days, yes.
And Simon very close of Hayabusa for the top 5. Can he try a move on the inside turn 1? Not, but he's very close now of Hayabusa. Hayabusa will have to defend in this first sector his 5th position.
This time we get a good run out of the S's down towards the hairpin. I'm not quite sure he's quite on the
and much more tire wear for Simon compared to Hayabusa.
Does opt to buy this time, though, maybe look for a move down towards the chicane. But as you say, there is significant tire wear on that Acura. Maybe partially down to the carb, also partially down to
He's
the fact
going for it, I think. He's going for it.
He's going for the move here, right in the slipstream high. He's going to inside, the Italian driver is not going to find it much. Although saying that, he's braking quite late down towards the chicane. The outside becomes the inside, although the American driver is by, and he gets into P5. Although he's had a bit of a poor run on the exit. Hayabusa's got the run down the back straight towards the long sweeping left-hander. They're side by side. It's last of the late breakers now. Simon has the straight line speed on the Ferrari, perhaps, and he's maybe boxing him in. Simon with the full inside line. And he does look to get it done. Hayabusa might try to switch back, and he does get by. Fantastic move from the Italian driver, forcing Simon all the way out to the edge of the track. And the Italian driver holds position. Now Espinosa's looking for a move himself on Simon, down the inside towards the infield. Do they get side by side? Not quite, but fantastic racing here.
And this allowed behind Espinosa to have Rodri and Alcorta. Oh, Simon and Hayabusa still battling for the top 5. Be careful, because there is a custom G2 driver who can take the opportunity of this battle to overtake both drivers, but Espinosa remains behind the two cars. Simon ahead of Hayabusa at the exit of the last corner. The Acura is now in 5th position, but be careful of the offensive now of Hayabusa and Espinosa.
I wonder if Hayabusa is going to be very happy about this move. It was very late, very door against doors. I'm afraid this move may end up in the steward's room.
And
but all of this battling has allowed Charles to check out. He's like 2.3 seconds clear of top 4 here. Whether Simon has the pace to front run this rest of this group, we'll find out now. Hayabusa might try and move on close enough down the back straight. He is gaining quite a bit though, but as we say, the top 4 well clear now.
Yeah, Hayabusa in the slipstream of Simon, but they are losing a lot of time compared to the drivers ahead. There is a gap now of 2.2 seconds between Simon P5 now and Charles in 4th position. This won't help anyone in the midfield. And is it me? Or is it 5 different teams from P5 to P9? I think it is.
Yes, it is. Even P10.
Even P10.
Rodri has had a significant fall. Of course, she had the qualifying. They're splitting the Mazda Ferraris, but he has lost all during the race. He got a very poor start from what I can see, and he's just fallen back since. The Ferraris have overtaken him quite compellingly, and he now sits in 9th. Russ's teammate leads the race.
Meanwhile, the gap between Ligadas now and Simo is of 1.5 seconds. Simo is losing time on Ligadas, and Ligadas
but gaining
is
fuel.
Not, yeah. Oh yes, he's gaining fuel, and Ligadas is not losing time anymore on Aramondo. Now the gap is of 2.2 seconds, 154.2 the previous lap for Aramondo, 153.7 for Ligadas, quicker than the leader. And
I'm interested.
is
Penalty
leaving
for
the midfield.
Simo.
Yes.
Penalty for Simo in P3.
Oh, yeah,
half a
right.
second for some form of track limits. So you will have to serve that. I don't think he's not in any immediate danger of being caught by Charles, but that will significantly harm his chances of getting a move regardless for P2. So it looks like he's going to be in a bit of no man's land. But what I'm interested to see is this battling in the midfield might be harming teams like Monza. Because while Simo's out in front, Hayabusa's being caught in this battle, and compared to what we saw earlier with their direct rivals, the Silver Rockets and Deluxe Esports, they had next to no fighting at all. So I wouldn't be surprised if they had a better aggregate time and more points come the end of this race.
Yeah. And at the back of the race, we have the two Avutarda cars battling with Gimartos for not being last in this race. Sadly, there is a big gap between P10 and the back of the midfield with Rodri in 9th position. 6 seconds between P10 and P9, sadly, for Alberto, Perry and Matos. I think they will have to battle for not being last in this race, sadly, for the 3 drivers. The gap between Aramondo and Ligadas is only of 1.5 seconds. Ligadas still catching time now that Aramondo tires are in a very, very bad shape. When should he pit now, Jonas Aramondo?
Next lap.
Next lap.
Next lap, put mediums on.
The actual lap time, 154.9, 154.0, 9/10 quicker Ligadas on the previous lap. Meanwhile, I think the midfield is extending with Simon leaving the group behind him and catching Charles
closing
now.
on, very much, because almost 7/10 from Simon onto Charles. So he's going to be in the range by the end of this lap, most likely, depending on the dirt here and everything. But Simon has the upper end on Charles when it comes to raw pace, that's for sure.
Yeah. And a penalty for the leader. Penalty for the leader. Oh, that's not a good news at all. Armando maybe is about to lose the lead in this lap number 7 while serving the penalty.
Yeah, and there was a chance that maybe Armando ahead of Legata. It was a 1.2 second gap.
Yeah.
Still only 0.8 per second. There is no chance of that at all now, you'd think. Unless, I mean, he's not significantly slower than we thought. They are going to go side by side. Legata should get the inside line and he should come through ahead. Aramando shouldn't fight this significantly too much because he's really pulling into the pits at the end of this lap. And we have our first lead change of the race, and it's the visceral car of Legata's, who is the Avalon car of Aramando, who should be heading into pit lane off of the soft tyres soon, following the same strategy that we saw from the Symphony drivers in the first race of the night.
Yeah. Good job for Legata's now. And I think it's time for Armando to pit right now. End of lap 7. Maybe for putting soft. Oh, be careful of the pit lane entrance. Oh, this could be 3 seconds of penalty for Armando. This could be 3 seconds of penalty. Oh, that's very close to the line.
I'll keep checking that. I think it's fine. And because of the net code, it was kind of too close. But I think it will be okay.
We'll keep a look at this while Simon is now 4 tenths behind Charles for the 3rd position in this race.
This is one of the best drives I think we've seen. I don't want to jinx. This is coming to be one of the best drives we've seen this season. Because we've seen a few times teams and drivers starting last when they should have been starting further out. We'll look to Cuerdo at Deep Forest Raceway, I think, but he got caught up in the midfield. This is absolutely not the case for Simon. At the moment, that Honda's looking like an inspired pick. He's right on the back of Charles, and there probably will be a move made to the chicane here midway through lap 5. This is a phenomenal effort from the American driver, make no mistake about it.
And no penalty for Armando, and soft tires again for the pole sitter, while Simon is about to attack Charles for the 3rd position in this race now.
No, not now. But I think
close.
In the next corner, depending on the exit of this corner, maybe. No, Simon didn't have a good traction. I don't think he's gonna be able to overtake. Yeah. And Charles has so much more fuel. Even if he overtakes, it's not gonna last. It's not gonna stick at all.
Did you say Armando is on the softs, Pierre?
Yes, he is.
That is an extremely ballsy choice, because the soft medium, did they not?
Yeah, they did soft mediums, yeah.
Yeah, so massive offset of strategy. I think this is the first weekend this week we've strategy attempted as Simon's all over the back of Charles now out in front, but really interesting to see how that will develop for the Avalon cars later on.
Yeah, and Simo still with much more fuel compared to Ligadas. Now 2.3 seconds behind the leader. Charles managed to keep Simon behind him, but the pressure is stronger and stronger turn after turn. And there is still this group battling now for the top 5 with Hayabusa, Alcourte, Rosema, Espinosa, Rodri. Oh, the slide of Hayabusa exit of turn 1. Now I think we will have battle everywhere after everyone pitting.
Yeah, this is a really good effort actually from Alcourte. We've not really seen Control Time fight even much in the midfield.
Charles hitting the barrier, I think, on the exit of turn. Yeah.
Yeah, 2/10. I think Simon is gonna make the move. On the outside or daring the inside? Daring the inside.
He goes for the move on the inside. Charles going on the outside line, giving enough space to Simon to overtake. Maybe the cutback of the Mazda. Oh, that's going to be close. The cars side by side in the long back straight. And no, finally, Charles decided to stay behind the Acura And Hayabusa with Alcourte for control the time.
Oh my
Battle
goodness.
between the two Ferraris. Oh, on the inside, Alcourte. He goes for the move. What a move for Alcourte. Now in 5th position. Very good job for the Spanish driver.
What a move! We've not seen control of the time anywhere near this sort of pace. So he is right up there with pace right so far.
And Ligadas in the pit lane. Giassimo also in the pit lane. But look at the gap between the fuel of Saimo and Ligadas. 14 liters of difference in the pit lane. This could help a lot the Italian driver maybe.
That's 3 seconds.
To leave the pit lane in leader.
And it's 9 litres difference between Charles and Simon as well.
And if you look at the leaders refuel, Simo is going for the underfuel.
And I think he will leave the pit lane just ahead.
Before Ligadas. Because they were even in refueling.
And guess who is back? Oh, and Martos didn't pit yet. Oh, that's a thing to keep in mind. And Giassimo to leave the pit lane in 1st position. Where is Ligadas compared to Armando? Oh, this is a good news for Giassimo, having a car between him and Ligadas. This is the perfect position for the Italian driver.
Could we have a Team Monza Racing win for the first time this season? That would put them right up in contention. Rockets, but it seems such an outside chance. But what a drive this is from the... I'm very impressed.
And Simon is still behind Charles after the pit stop, sorry. Rodri in 7th position, Hayabusa P8, Alcourte P9, just behind the Italian driver. Rosema still behind, control the time driver. Maybe for the move, Rosema Espinosa? No. But everyone is on soft tires, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And Armando with used tires just behind Giassimo for the lead.
Yeah, this really has to be the time for Araman to try and make the move on Simo, while Simo's tyres aren't up to their working window.
I think it's too late now. It's already too late. He's pulling off.
And from what I see, Giassimo couldn't expect a better situation than this. To be honest, having car between him and his nemesis, his main opponent for the race, and a car with 1 tires compared to him and his rival. It's the perfect situation possible. Now Giassimo just have to hope that Armando will defend his position. Ligadas, very calm, not too aggressive. He waited the perfect opportunity to overtake the Avalon driver.
Most likely the hairpin, but with the slipstream maybe not.
See, does he go for it? Aramando's not defending it. And Ligadas doesn't opt for it for now, but there is a chance he'll get it. Very good down for the chicane. They're going to go side by already.
And Armando's still ahead. He's still ahead, but Ligadas to go on the inside now.
Ligadas using his blinkers to say where he goes.
And he did the move just before the braking zone, and he's now in 2nd position. The gap is of 1.2 seconds to catch on Giassimo. Giassimo low on fuel compared to Ligadas, but not that much low on fuel.
Yeah, it's defendable.
And behind them,
Charles and Simon about 2 seconds apart because of the fuel. Simon used a lot of fuel to go through the field, which I think was the right option, but now he's paying the price for it a bit, but maybe he'll come back.
And one of the things I noticed, I think Martos was between the 2 drivers after they came pit lane. Had to get by another wow. So he has a 1.7 second advantage as Charles compared to Simon. But what a drive this is from Alcourte. He's right on the back of Hayabusa now as well, as we see. Maybe looking to the inside there. No, it's difficult to make a move through the infield, though he might try it. He's right on the bumper.
Yeah, episode 2 between Hayabusa and Alcourte. Yes, Jonas?
I have a question. Do you think Martos is going for the no-stop?
Could be a strategy we've not seen yet. As Rod.
Do you think he goes for the no-stop, Martos? Or maybe, yeah.
Look at the fuel. It's enough to go to the end.
Oh, wow. What a strategy for Martos.
Is it good? I don't know, but he's trying.
He is shipping time a lot, because when the drivers came out of the pit lane, I think he was out, and now he's in this fight for P7 with his teammate in Hayabusa as well. So even if he was trying the no stop, he is harbouring time at a rate of knots here, and both of the other cars are going to get by him as well, and probably Josema next lap.
And the issue is, like, he never was fast compared to the others. The others runs in 55, 54, or even 53. The lap times are between 56 and 58.
Yeah.
So I think the price of not pitting is too much on this race.
Yeah, exactly. And Hayabusa and Alcorte still battling, and they have just in front of them the Porsche of Rodri. Oh, we could have a very interesting battle for in the midfield, and we will have, I think, Gimartos to be overtook by Josema Espinosa. The no stop didn't work at all. Yeah, it doesn't work at all, the no-stop strategy. Josema back to 9th position. The gap between the two leaders is still of 1.3 seconds. Simo in the same 10th in the last lap compared to Ligadas, 152.6. Ligadas with the fastest lap in this race for only 28 thousandths of a second compared to just Simo. And there are 3 laps remaining in this race.
That gap has barely changed in the last 2 laps. Ligadas is gaining him by a 1/10 of a second per lap. We've got 3 laps left. It's not going to be enough. And, you know, unless something major happens, we could be looking at a first Monza.
And we've seen on the previous race with B-Racer, when you are in the dirty air, it's pretty hard to manage the tire degradation and to have the opportunity for an overtake. And Charles and Armando battling for the podium now. Charles back in the slipstream of the Avalon driver.
And that may play into Simon's hands if he managed to actually make battle with Armando. They will lose time, and Simon is going to come back. And he got more fuel compared to Charles, at least.
And big battle for the top 6 as well. Oh, Hayabusa on the inside of 2 drivers, maybe the move of the Italian driver, the double overtake in the chicane. No, it's only 1 driver overtook, but what a move from Hayabusa in the chicane. Oh, wow, that was offensive.
Ridiculous racing here, folks. Fantastic driving. We've got a car battle here.
They go back at it.
Oh, the contact! Oh, big contact between Hayabusa and Rodri. Oh, this will be investigated.
Through. And that allows Alcorte through. And Josema might get through as well. Did he get it done? We'll never know. No, he hasn't quite got it done yet. They did go for it, but Rodri managed to fend him off. But yeah, I'd be phoning the steward's room if I was Avalon right now, because that is forced Rodri wide, and that has allowed Alcorte to get through. But fantastic racing here.
Oh my god, a battle for the win, a battle for the podium, a battle for the top 6 in this race. The gap between the 2 leading cars is now below the second. 2 laps remaining for maybe having the first win of the season for Team Monza Racing and for Simo. Ligadas wants the win, of course. Charles overtook Armando in the previous lap. We didn't see that, but sadly the tire degradation of Armando and the early pit stop won't help Armando and Simon in the hairpin on the inside of the Mazda to take the P4.
Big slide from Armando down the back straight. They're going to have the inside line, but he might get it done now. So the Mazda has the straight line speed on the. Does he go up the inside anyway? Simon up the inside for P4 off of Armando with the wall soft. He does get the move done. There's still contact between the 2. Armando inside still. There's contact on the exit. Simon does manage to force it by, but Armando will duck into the slipstream and might try and make a move into the left-hander.
Oh, and behind, between Josema Espinosa and Rodri, it's also battling hard for the 8th position. They are losing time on Alcorte and Hayabusa now, all alone battling for the top 6 in this race. The gap over the second now between Giassimo and Ligadas, managing the Italian driver. The gap with his main opponent for taking the win this evening. Simon overtook Armando and is now half of a second ahead of the Avalon driver, but I think it will be hard for the podium for Simon because Charles is 1.6 seconds ahead.
Massive battle further behind as well for the final path. And between bronze and silver rockets for Team Monza Racing, Timo's going at. Hayabusa can hold on to P6 here. There might be a shout of a rocket spot for Team Monza Racing, but Alcorte is the much quicker driver behind. He's ample chances to make moves. We've been following him for the last half lap or so on the ultimate view, and Alcorte is driving very quickly as the white flag metaphorically waves, and we start the final lap of this one.
Final lap of the race. The gap is of 1.1 second between Giassimo and Ligadas. He's gaining a tenth of a second in this first sector, the Italian driver. 2 sectors remaining for maybe the first win in this season for TMR. Ligadas won the win. Also, he wants to secure big points in the battle for the lead in the general standings. Charles 1.2 seconds. He lost 4 tenths already in the first sector compared to the Acura of Simon. Armando will finish in the top 5 and behind Hayabusa with a small but important margin compared to Alcorte.
Leading cars heading through the chicane now. 0.5 seconds. That might be it. We might get the first race of the season for Team Monza Racing, because that's not going down at all for Leganes. It's too little too late. He's ridiculously low on fuel. That being said, so is Simo got it. The dirty air has just got a bit too much. There's 1.5 seconds of gap now, and heading through the infield for the final time. Simo has delivered an absolute masterclass of a race. He underfueled at the pit stop. We were asking whether it would be enough. It's looking like it will be. The gap's increasing ever still through the final corners of the Yas Marina Circuit in Abu Dhabi, and it could be a pivotal result for Team Monza Racing as they fight desperately for a spot on the top 12 in the Silver Rocket spot. Round the final corner now, Giassimo wins in Abu Dhabi and picks up Team Monza Racing's first win of the season, and what a vital time it could be as Leganes comes across in second.
What a way to finish the regular season for Team Monza Racing with a win! Charles will finish on the podium. Simon, who started last, is P4 in the end. Armando P5, and maybe the photo finish for the top 6. And it's Hayabusa ahead of Alcorte, Josema Espinosa ahead of Rodri in 8th and 9th position. Jim Artos did the no-stop, but he finished P10 in the end. Alberto P11 and Perry for Avutarda Racing Team on the last 2 positions in this race. What a race it was! Battle everywhere. But I'm not sure for the total race time it will be good for some teams. It was quite chaotic in the end, especially in the midfield.
Yeah,
it was. It was, yes.
Yeah, it was. And nothing else, just it was.
Yes, it was. We would have plenty of things to rewatch during the replay. Just time for me to save the replay and to show you the race results of the second and last race of the evening. Giassimo with the win, not the fastest lap. The fastest lap took for 28 thousandth of a second for Ligadas. P2 in this race. Customs GT will be on the podium with Charles P3. Simon, who started last on the grid with no time set during the qualifying session, is 4th in the end. Armando with the top 5, but I think between 5th and between 6th and 9th position, everything is provisional due to what happened on track. Between Hayabusa P6, Alcorte P7, Josema Espinosa P8, Rodri P9, and at the back of the standings, Jim Artos P10, and the 2 Avutarda Racing Team drivers, Alberto and A. Perry, in 11th and 12th position. And I think we're all good.
What an incredible race. Is that you almost just got a lot to go.
Oh yeah, you will have plenty of things to rewatch during the replay. Tell me whenever you're ready.
I'm on the replay now.
You're on the replay now. I don't know if it's all good. Yeah, for Alejandro, I think it's all good. Let's go to the screen share for Jomas. I am on your screen share. The mic is yours, Jomas.
Well, first of all, I wanted to see Simon start. So, terrible start from Perry. I think no traction control. Forgot to put it on. I'm also discovering with you, but I want to check that. Yeah, no traction control. And the car is just terrible on it just bugs on.
Is it a group 4?
I think it's a group 4.5. But then Simon already P9 after the first corner, then DS's. Nice and steady, easy. Just place yourself. No need to rush, or at least not yet. And then smartly, he took, can I see that? Yes, he took a wide line in the entry, a bit more wide than Duran, to get a better exit and maybe get one car or two by the end of the straight. Like here, it's a bit more, it's not that much, but it's going to make a much difference at the end of the corner. Because he can go back on the apex now, instead of doing like inside, outside, inside, outside. It's more like outside, outside-ish, inside, flat out. Especially with
and some chaos already ahead limits. Of him. And some chaos between Espinosa and Alcorte as well.
Yeah, and with the extra momentum he's got, he's going to be able to place himself nicely onto the next to Duran, next to Alcorte, and almost on the side of Espinosa. And that is how you overtake 3 cars in one move.
Absolutely astonishing. Amazing move by Simon. He looks like he came from nowhere, but it's very clever from his point of view. Very nice positioning at the right spot, at the perfect timing. Very, very good.
Yeah, even if you use tiny bit more fuel, it's all worth it.
Yeah, because you don't have to fight with the midfield anymore.
Yeah, and then you need to defend. It's all right. It's all fine. And from here, it's completely sealed. He's not going to be overtaken. Did you note anything?
Chaos in
Thank you very much.
From lap 2 to lap 15.
I'm not even watching the whole race.
I noted the entire race. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Action from start to finish.
Okay, good thing I've noted P4 last sector Simon. That's...
Maybe there is the move, when it was the move of Alcorte in the second hairpin, start of sector 3 on the inside of everyone. It was before or after the pit stop? I think it was before the pit stop.
And then there was when Armando shuffled Rodri out, was it not? No, I'm making the... Rodri got shuffled out by the back end of the race and that of Alcorte to get by, yeah.
But this is what I wanted to see. So Scala here is...
Good job, Jomas.
very, very angry French noises. Hey, see?
Oh, wow. Good job.
So now I just want to go back on this frame specifically. So Scala is very much on the inside here.
Yeah.
So the radius is kind of all over the place. When Simon's opening all the radius in the world, and it's an off-camber corner as well. So you need to get back to the curb here to then go back to the curb on the inside to have a good momentum. If you go inside, you're going to just struggle to keep the front and gripping. And Simon knows that. Again, he's a world finalist. Let's not forget that. So he plays himself right in the inside. Scala is going to go on the outside naturally because of the off-camber. But because Simon had such a line, he can stay more on the inside. And there's a move. But Scala has no way to know in such a short time that someone's going to try an inside in this corner. It's it's such a rare move here, and usually it doesn't end well. And it didn't really end well because they both end up colliding.
Yeah.
But I would argue that Scala just didn't see Simon alongside and turned on him. And just lost the position.
Scala was Hayabusa, right? I think it
Yes.
was. Yeah. Okay.
Then Hayabusa tried. Bye bye, Ganata. Adios.
Adios,
amigo.
adios. I hope I was a good camera guy.
And then he tries on the inside of the last corner just out of spite, but nah, it's not gonna work, especially when track limits are American or NASCAR-like. Anything else? Why do I have so many messages here? Oh, okay. I see why.
Just asking Mr. Ganata if he was a good
Stop
camera guy.
spamming. Second thing I've noted was lap 13. I think
It's the
I think we
chaos.
have stuff. Yeah, we have stuff in between.
Yeah. Before the pit stop, there is the move of Alcote on one or two cars for control the time, but I don't.
Well, here. I was really surprised to see Control the Time so high up in the rankings. It's a good surprise because usually they're not. And well, this time Alcorte was, and yeah, props.
He
Props
did
to
a
him.
fantastic effort.
Yeah, that's a good way to finish the regular season, at least on a good note. Maybe taking some points and maybe taking one or two positions in the standings. We will see that in the end of the definitive results of the regular season. But yeah, this is in the end a very solid. There is Jim Artos trying the no stop. I think it doesn't give
No, it
that
didn't
much
work.
point.
But
But
this
Alcote
overtake
did the
worked.
job.
This overtake worked very well. On the inside, just a bit late on the brakes, and that was it. Excellent. Excellent overtake.
I love the livery too of Control the Time.
Well, it has some yellow on it, so I'm happy.
Yeah.
Anything around? I'm not too sure.
Maybe a few
no.
laps later, with Alcote. I want to rewatch the move on the inside. I don't know if it's there. If maybe it's one or two laps later.
I think it was a bit later down the line. It was the one I'm thinking of, where someone got shuffled.
But I don't remember if it was before or after the pit stop.
What happened here?
Oh!
Almost lost it.
Oh, nice recovery there
So,
from Espinosa.
what happened here? Just slightly wide. Maybe I'll rewind a bit more to have the context
what
of
is the
why
tire
such
wear?
a line. The tire wear is okay. It's just usual tire wear, and there's nothing to note about. Very much on the inside. A bit too much on the outside here, so the radius of this corner begins to be quite tricky. You really want to sacrifice the exit, not go over the halfway mark. You just draw a virtual line like I do with the cursor here. You draw a virtual line and you don't want to be outside of it unless you're in side by side and whatever. But by yourself, if you're around here, you're going to compromise the exit of this corner, which leads to the second back straight, and that's a lot of lost time. You're going to gain maybe a tenth in the corner here. You're going to lose 3 or 4 in the exit of the corner for the following corner. So here, very bad radius. The bollard not helping. Yeah, definitely not helping. Some airtime as well.
Yeah.
So just wide. And we don't really see it because it's night, but this is some AstroTurf. That is not tarmac.
Yeah.
And it's the bad kind of AstroTurf. It's the one that says hi and goodbye. And just enough.
Oh, he
it's spinning
just
a bit.
put the rear left tires on it.
Just one tire here, so the front end grips fully. The tire here, which is basically the one holding most of the rear, doesn't have the grip anymore. If you pull the handbrake, that will be exactly the same. And it's not. It's thin margin. Like, look at this. It's not that much. It's just the full tire.
Yeah.
It's what, 50, 60. Maybe not 50, but like less than 30 centimeters, let's say. That's not much margin.
Yeah.
And that's just enough to lose the car. But not lose it completely. Yeah, that's what we call a code brown. That's what we call a code brown. And Alcorte was like, thanks, mate. Gracias, amigo. What else now? So
So
Gonzalez is speeding,
no, it's
coming
not
back
there.
on Hayabusa, coming back a lot on Hayabusa, and then might not be
Okay.
before pitting.
Is it after pitting? I don't.
Whoa!
Bonjour.
What
Bonjour.
happened here? What happened to Hayabusa here? Okay, it's just slow.
A very nice chicane from Alcorte. Oh, and
Yeah, Alcorte had a very good chicane, but the chicane of Hayabusa was like Group 4
yeah.
It's just slow. I don't know why.
Does he get it done around the outside?
No cutback though.
Oh,
The cutback
wow.
says hello.
Oh
good.
my!
Textbook.
Oh wow!
Textbook stuff from Alcorte there. What a move. He's been one of my drives. What an effort. What a drive.
I want to see that.
So clean.
Oh, Yomas.
Jonas, please. I know you want to say
Can I
some
do
bad
three
words in
twice?
French. I know you want to say bad words in French now.
Oh, not just not. Oh. Yeah, I want to say French angry noises. So yeah, braking tiny bit earlier than Scalas or Hayabusa. Going in inside, parking it on the inside. You can't turn, mate. I'm here. Job done. See you in the pits.
One of
Just
the
what-
smoothest overtake of the season, I think.
It's a textbook from start to finish. What an effort. And then Hayabusa. Yeah, fantastic move from Alcorte. Very well done. That's why I say he's probably
10 out of 10.
Hey,
Good job.
that
Bonus
was
points
close.
for Alcorte. Bonus points.
Yeah,
do
but-
we have bonus points for nice overtake in this championship?
No, but as we say in French, we have gomet.
Oui, yes, a good point. A bon point.
Basically.
yes, I
that.
completely get all these French in jokes. I'm
It's like you get a smile marking or whatever. Just
gold
you
star.
did something good, or like I don't know, something like this.
You get a gold star, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, kind of a gold star, or like the gold star. Based on the gold star of you tried, it's you made it, and not in Comic Sans MS, please.
And I think we had the contact between in the midfield. I don't remember what lap it was. It was lap 12 or 13, maybe?
It was after the pits, definitely.
Yeah, definitely after the pit.
So
The contact between, I think it was Hayabusa and maybe Rodri in the Porsche. I think it was Rodri in
I'm
the
gonna
Porsche.
be on Hayabusa. Let's
And still
move
at the same
forward a bit.
spot in the second hairpin of the track.
What's happening here? Oh. There's something happening here. I want to see it now. Oh, yeah, Gimartos with the no-stop strategy and the laggy strategy as well.
Oh, just bump drafting Hayabusa to overtake his teammate. Nice assist, but not on the good drive, on the correct driver.
I mean, they're not in the same race.
Yeah.
Alcorte has... Honestly, it's even smart because he's not losing time.
And is it there? There is the contact. No, it's lap 13, I think. Oh, yeah, it's very close there.
Oh, that
Ooh.
must be... I sense a 3 wide here. Or
Everyone
at
changing
least a
lines?
2 wide.
At least two wide, yeah.
Oh,
But-
Rodri giving slipstream to Alcorte.
And
We're just making noises at this point.
that's from Tasmania.
And I think the corner after, it's
Yeah.
the end of the drama, I
think
think.
it-
I think it's there, the
think so.
contact.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
because they
Everyone
that
wants
is-
to go on the inside of everyone.
Yeah, so at their defense, they move at the exact same time.
Same time, yeah.
So it's like both trying to get into the same place. Like imagine there's a light bulb on top of both of them. It's gonna light up at the same time, just here. And it's like, oh,
synchronized overtake activated.
that's gonna be an issue. That we're gonna have an issue here. So there's a slight bump that pushes.
And the poor Rodri on the outside.
Yeah, can't do anything.
But is it me or we had the exact same kind of thing on Yas Marina in World Finals in Manufacturer 2025? We had the exact kind of contact with cars on the outside, 2 cars trying to overtake on the inside, and the guys on the outside.
I don't recall. I
just
was
being kicked.
too tired. I was too tired and not at home.
I think we had the same thing. I think it was the Mercedes on the outside.
Maybe.
Pretty similar to what we've seen there.
I don't remember. I remember commentating that with you in French.
With Le Jasto.
But with Le Jasto when I was far away from my region.
Yes.
I was literally across the country. But yeah, I...
Oh, and behind between Rodri and Espinosa? Maybe there is... Oh, that's close.
I think the Porsche just didn't have the race trim today compared to the...
Yeah.
No.
I think it was pretty easy pickings for the other drivers, and I think Espinosa maybe by the end of the race, because the Porsche just no race pace at all, even though Rodri was fast during qualifying.
I feel like it got nerfed so much since the arrival of the other one.
Yeah. I think the most effective duo of cars is the Mazda and the old Ferrari, I think, from what we've seen. But the Honda is not that bad. The Suzuki has a terrible tire wear, but is not that bad as well. But yeah, I think the duo Mazda Ferrari 458 is the most effective.
I want to see something wild tomorrow when I get... I'll see some ridiculous car. Anyone who's watched, humour me. Give me a ridiculous car that I wouldn't expect, please and thank you.
Dodge
Give me a
Viper.
Genesis.
We will see that. Oh, Viper.
The Dodge Viper is super good in the straight lines and in standing starts, but it doesn't turn.
Isn't that just American cars in general?
Not necessarily. The Corvette used to be very good until it wasn't.
Yeah.
The Ford GT used to not turn too much even. Now it's somewhat okay, but slow. The Mustang is, it's the Mustang.
And I give money, and listen, if there is any driver racing tomorrow, I give money to the one driving with the Skyline Super Silhouette tomorrow.
No, I thought you were going to say the Renault. I thought you were going to say the Renault.
No. The Super Silhouette. The only Group 5 car of the game.
I really wonder why they've put it in this category. Makes no sense at all.
So I think
just
we're
leave
good,
it be its own car.
Yeah.
It's just
How we
and
good,
as
Jonas,
is
regarding
tradition,
the replay?
I'll make the picture of the winner
Oh yeah, true.
if the game wants
Oh,
to start.
I thought you were about to restart the replay.
Oh, excuse me.
What do you mean here?
PG?
I want the checkered. It wasn't there. Now there's the checkered. See, nice checkered.
Oh, okay. We had to get the checkered flag out. Yeah.
Yeah, if you go too close to the checkered, it doesn't have the trigger to load the animation.
It's a beautiful sign.
Good job.
You should become official photographer of Team Monza Racing.
I sell my services.
Good job.
I would not have the first clue. I don't think I've taken a photo.
I just removed the banner just to... Feel free to take a screenshot of the broadcast, Team Monza Racing spotters.
Yeah. All credits to Yas, please. Thank you.
You know what? It can be slightly better. Leave me 2 sec. The checkered was a bit
We have a
blurry.
broadcast to close, Jonas, please.
There you go.
I hope
You don't even recognize the checkered flag. Jonas, please.
You can see it. What do you mean?
You can
Do
see.
you need my glasses?
I don't know if it's a checkered flag or a window on the screen. Are you serious?
Okay, fine. We're gonna delay the end of the stream again because
No.
Please, Jonas, please.
Take away from the
Okay,
screen
much
share.
better.
Do the right thing.
Better.
Do the right thing. Move out.
Oh,
There we are. As if
Thank God.
nothing ever happened.
Amazing. But what a final race to finish to conclude this evening. Just a quick look at the total race time rankings in this round 7. Let's take a look at our top 12 from now. 92 Esports P1 ahead of Frim Esports P2, Visceral Esports third, and Team Monza Racing with Just Simo Win is in 4th position ahead of Deluxe Esports Team Customs GT P6, Avalon Motorsport P7, Thunderlight Sim Racing P8, Control the Time and Alien Motorsport P9 and P10. Not a good result at all for Alien Motorsport from now. Nexus P11 ahead of Avutarda Racing Team. That's our provisional total race time standings in this round 7. But we will have 2 more races coming on tomorrow evening, broadcasted by Jens and Pyro. If we take a look at the 2 races on tomorrow evening, first race with Kraken Stains GT Elite Racing Squad, EPLF, All C-Sport, Joker's Team and Annexion. A race to not miss because some teams plays a lot in this final race of the season, especially Kraken Stains GT and All C-Sport in the battle for the Golden Rockets division. And final race of the regular season with Vanquish Esports, Maniacs Revolution, Hydra Range Sport, Azteca Motorsport, My Team Esports and AGT for the final race of the regular season. Thank you very much, Jonas. Thank you very much, Finlay, for this amazing evening together. Do you have any last word before conclude this broadcast?
That was fun. It was good to be very good.
and rest in peace.
And
Peugeot.
I will be here next week. But
Yes.
until then, really good to be back again. And as I say, see you next week.
Yeah, see you next week. We won't be there with Jonas because we will be on Le Mans working on next week. But we will keep an eye on the first round of the championship phase, of course. Jonas, any last word?
Well, this is my actual last for this season.
Oh.
So I'll see you whenever, I don't know. And with my 5 years of learning Spanish, me gusta la paella.
Oh, wow.
And I'll end on this.
Wow, very good. Wow. Wow. Maybe you can do maybe better. No, it's the best you can do.
It's actually the best I can do. Like
Okay.
I'm terrible in Spanish.
I hope
bad.
I did a good job as a spotter for the Spanish broadcast. I hope it was all okay. Thank you guys anyway. Thank you very much in the chat. You were a lot in the chat and watching this broadcast. Thank you for this amazing evening. Be kind on tomorrow evening with Jens and Pyro for the final evening of the regular season of the Infinity G-Series 2026. Have a good night, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Adios.
Adios.